has taken his yearly vacation, so for the next couple of games I'll be flying solo before the Otters head out for a road trip. So the next 4 games will just be me, myself, and I, Sam Jelnick, here in the booth at Bosse Field as the Otters get set to wrap up this series with the Gateway Grizzlies. The two clubs played the first 2 games of the series yesterday, as on Tuesday that was a wash as the rain, torrential downpour more like, postponed that matchup until yesterday as the two teams played a twin bill. Gateway took the first game of that doubleheader by a final score of 2-1, as Mike Elwood was fantastic for the Grizzlies. He ended up tossing 6 innings, earning the win. Struck out 4 batters as the only offense for Gateway came by way of Jeff Cardenas with a 2-run single in the 4th, but that would hold up as the only run the Otters could muster was a solo home run from Jeff Gardner, his 5th of the year, as Evansville had their mini 3-game winning streak snapped after sweeping the Southern Illinois Miners as they dropped the first game of the doubleheader to Gateway. But the second game would go the Otters' way. It didn't look like that down the stretch, but nonetheless the Otters pulled out the win, a 5-4 final. Evansville took a 1-run lead into the top half of the 7th inning. They were winning 3-2 at the time, as new addition Spencer Medic was superb for Evansville, going 5 innings, allowing just 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts for the lefty, as he was fantastic. And it was bound to happen eventually, but unfortunately it was yesterday. Mitch Aker finally blew his first save of the year. It's not like we were waiting for him to do that, but he was 14 for 14 on the season, and despite how well he pitches, well, he can't be perfect every time out. And it's a good sign for the Otters that even when their presumably all-star closer falters for the first time this season, they pick him up. As in the bottom half of the frame, Gateway closer for that game, Josh Glick, couldn't pick up an out as the inning went hit by pitch, sacrifice bunt, fielder's choice that allowed both runners to reach. Toby Thomas then had to sacrifice bunt, but an error by Glick on the mound threw the ball away down the third base line, so everybody advanced up to second and third, or the tying run came home to score. Jeff Gardner was then intentionally walked, and then it was Travis Harrison who came through with the game-winning hit as through a drawn-in infield. He smacked a hard ground ball through the hole on the left side for the Otters' first walk-off win of the season. With the win, the Otters improved to 21-18, or 22-18 on the season rather, as Gateway now 19-24. Evansville still holding serve at the top of the Western Division at 22-18 rather, like I said. Gateway 4.5 games back right now. The closest competition to the Otters are the Southern Illinois Miners, who swept a doubleheader yesterday as they defeated the Normal Corn Belters in a twin bill, winning both of those. So they're just 1 game back, and the Otters will try to stave them off and hold here at the top of the division as they'll turn the ball over to Tyler Vale to make another start for Evansville. Tyler in his 3rd season with his club, broken up between 2015-16 and then 2018 here, making his 8th start of the year. He's 1-2 with a 6.21 ERA, 37 2/3 innings, 44 strikeouts the good, 48 hits the bad, but his last few times out he's been very solid, as dating back to May 25th against Traverse City, he hasn't allowed more than 4 earned in a single start. So that was his last time out against Southern Illinois. After allowing 3 runs in the first frame, he settled down to then throw 5 more innings of 1-run baseball. So hopefully he'll carry that momentum over as the Otters are going to line up like this behind him. Remember, fans, this Evansville Otters lineup is brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick. Here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. Call Mr. Quick Pick at 812-496-2321. David Cronin leads things off. Ryan Long will hit second, followed by Toby Thomas, the shortstop. Jeff Gardner in right field, he hits cleanup. Followed by Travis Harrison, the DH yet again, batting 5th. Joe Lytle back at first base. He'll be batting 6th. Joe DeLuca, who started the first game of the doubleheader yesterday, back into this game. He'll hit 7th and catch. Hunter Cullen out in center, in for the currently injured Logan Taylor, but the Otters hope to have him back soon. Hunter's in center. And then Manny Cruz at third base. He smacked his first homer of the season yesterday, so look to keep things going out of the 9 spot for the Otters. And then turning things over to the Grizzlies, they'll look like this with their lineup. Artemis Kadkodian leads off, followed by Blake Brown, as everybody from this point in the lineup shifts up 1 spot from yesterday. Brown hitting second out in right field. Trey Santos hits third, the first baseman. Matt Gonzalez hitting cleanup out in left field. Shane Martirosian The second baseman will hit 5th. Cam Adams, the catcher, 6th. Jeff Cardenas, who had the 2-run single that propelled the Grizzlies to the win in the first game of the series, he'll bat 7th, followed by Brent Sakurai, the shortstop, and Cody Livesey, who had hit leadoff for both games yesterday, drops down to the 9-hole for today's contest. And speaking of yesterday's game, the second game, it was Spencer Medick's first start here as an Otter after being traded over here to Evansville. I sat down with him right after batting practice earlier today to ask him, what it's like coming to a new team and being able to perform that well right out of the gate, and a couple other things to do with his new career here in Evansville. We'll be back with that conversation with Spencer Medick. So you've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM in the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
Have you been looking for a way to learn more about the University of Evansville experience? Well, Purple Visit Day is a great way to learn more about how to become a UE student. Join us on campus, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Friday, July 13th. Spend the day on campus. Learn about financial aid and scholarships, student life, Harlexton, tours of campus, and meetings with faculty. Purple Visit Day is coming, Friday, July 13th. For more info or to register, go to evansville.edu/visit.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by one of yesterday's starting pitchers, Spencer Medick. Spence, how are you doing today?
Doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well myself. You had yourself a very nice outing yesterday, your first here in Evansville. What's it feel like to be able to come to a new team and make a very good first impression?
It's awesome. With the team being in first place, definitely making a first impression is real important, with not just solidifying myself as part of the rotation, but also keeping the ball rolling. Getting here last Friday and seeing the team take a big sweep from Southern Illinois, that kind of set the tone for the expectations for me moving forward, and it was good to see, and glad I was able to deliver.
So you've been here for a couple extra days prior to your start yesterday. What were you doing during those days to kind of get yourself gelling with the team and find your place here in Evansville?
Yeah, it was all about establishing a routine, kind of getting myself in, what's normal for me, and, just meshing with the guys and learning everybody's names for one, but two, kind of learning what makes each guy tick, and finding my place just within the team and be another part of it. There's already a great group of guys here, so they made it really easy on me. I could tell right away there's great team chemistry, and I fit in real well.
So far this year, you've only had 2 starts here in the Frontier League, but you've been pitching very well in both of those. 10 strikeouts, your first start with Joliet, then yesterday, 5 innings of solid 2-run unearned baseball. But nonetheless, you've been pitching great. What's been leading to that success this year?
Just having more swing and miss stuff. I was never really a strikeout guy in my previous years. Just having some added velocity back up into the upper 80s, low 90s has really helped. And then also changing my repertoire a little bit. I used to be back in 2016 at kind of a junk baller. I threw 6 different pitches, had this crazy system with my catcher, and now it's honestly 3, maybe a 4th pitch. And I really only used 2 primarily. I didn't throw a changeup yesterday. So it's been that fastball, that new life on the fastball, and then learning that slurve kind of in between my previous curve and my slider has been real effective and kind of a great put-away pitch for me.
So you mentioned a special system with your catcher because he had 6 pitches. Obviously, you only got 5 fingers on your hand to lay down signs. So how did you call the 6th pitch?
It was interesting. So we had 2s were both 2-seam and cutter, depending if you gave it a wiggle or not. Same thing with a 4. 4 with a wiggle was changeup, and then 4 with no wiggle was a four-seam fastball. So things got interesting there for a while, but it definitely worked out for the most part. Definitely wasn't as successful as I wanted to be, but I just wasn't the pitcher that I am now.
So what was the thought process to trimming down your repertoire and really selecting just, 2 or 3 pitches that you're very confident in?
It kind of goes back to with everything in life. You don't want to be kind of good at everything. You want to be really good at a couple things. So I worked hard in 2017 to get my velocity back and get my fastball up. And then I went out to Seattle, Washington to Driveline and spent a month there, honestly, just working on 2 pitches, optimizing my fastball, getting that better in terms of getting my spin axis and my spin efficiency a little bit higher on that. I've noticed I've gotten a lot more swing and misses on my fastball, and then working on that slurve and kind of developing that pitch and finding the right pitch that will move glove side for me and work well off my fastball, and that's worked out really well so far.
So I know what Driveline is, a very intense workout, optimizing spin rate and things like that, but for everybody else out there that kind of doesn't know what it is, what do you guys do there to try and make yourself a better pitcher?
They honestly do everything, but what I went there specifically for, I've been doing their program for about 4 years, so I didn't really have to learn a lot of the drills and things they do. I spent most of my time there using their Rapsodo technology that measures spin rate, spin efficiency, vertical break, horizontal movement on all your pitches, and finding out. They'll take a day 1 assessment, figure out what your repertoire is, what kind of works for you, whether you're a high spin rate, low spin rate guy, what your pitches do, and then tweaking that a little bit and finding out what's going to work best for your profile. And we found out with me, I really didn't have any pitches that broke glove side. My slider and my curveball both were kind of more vertical moving pitches versus any sort of horizontal break, and we needed that pitch to make right-handed hitters honor something moving in towards them and moving towards my glove side. So we worked on that slurve or slider to get more horizontal movement, and that's been a game changer for me.
So going forward for the rest of the year, you've made your first start here in Evansville, made a good first impression. What's the goal the rest of the way? I mean,
help this team keep winning ball games. Obviously with any goal, any player's goal here is to try to get picked up. But at the same time, I kind of realize where I'm at in my career, being 27 in this league. I want to win a championship, and I think I'm in the right place to do it. They've got team chemistry, real important to have. One of the best I've ever been a part of. And then number 2, we have the talent, definitely, to go all the way. And I think talking with all the guys early season, they said pitching's been great, hitting's been great. It just hasn't always worked out where it's the same day, and I'm seeing more and more days where we're starting to kind of put everything together, and I think we can make a good push here come leading into the All-Star break and then continue that the rest of the season.
Well, Spencer, great start yesterday, and best of luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Car Shield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds, competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier-Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier-Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier-Press can be found online at courierpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier-Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
Getting closer to first pitch here at Bosse Field as the Otters get ready to take on the Grizzlies in this rubber match of the 3-game series. Evansville so far this year is 5-1 in series here at home, having won their last 5 straight series here at home. after coming off of an opening season and opening series defeat to the Washington Wild Things the first weekend of the season when they dropped 2-0 for the Washington Ball Club that is currently tops in the Frontier League. So Evansville looking to keep it going here at home right now, here in their home ballpark. They're a 13-6 record, which ranks second in the league behind those Wild Things for home record. And the pitching matchup for tonight is a little bit of a tricky one as Tyler Vale starts for the Otters. His ERA beguiles what has been actually a rather solid season for him as he's been able to pitch well over his past 5 starts, albeit he hasn't been able to work extremely deep into games, mostly 6 in the third innings. But look for him to be solid once again. He's been dealing with a little bit of control issues as he's had 10 walks in his last 10 walks total in his last 2 starts, but he's coupled that with 10 strikeouts and just 7 runs allowed. So I'll be hoping to build upon what's been a relatively good string of starts. Not exactly fantastic or great outings, but very solid that's kept the Otters in those ball games. Starting for the Gateway Grizzlies is Tasso Stathopoulos, right-hander from the University of Rhode Island. He's 0-1. He's only made 1 start this year. Now he's back on June 23rd against Normal when he went 4 innings, allowing 5 runs on 8 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. True rookie as he just left the University of Rhode Island. The Rams, the Otters have already faced one other Rhode Island rookie so far this season, and that was with Gateway as well, as that was quite a while ago at this point. And Evansville was able to best him as they chased him after 3 innings en route to an 11-5 victory in the finale. So hopefully the Otters can do that again to another University of Rhode Island product, as Evansville hoping to go for yet another series victory so far this year. They're now 8-5 in their series. As I mentioned, 5-1 at home, 3-4 on the road. And here in this rubber match, they'll try to get to above 500 in rubber matches this year. They're currently 4-4, so they'll hope to do themselves one better, get to 5-4, and improve their record to what would be a season high 5 games over 500. We're going to step away from the national anthem now, and we'll be back with first pitch here from Bosse Field. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Sheet Metal Workers Local 20 and SMACNA, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors National Association, have the most qualified sheet metal and HVAC contractors in the Evansville area. To find a list of our qualified union contractors, visit unionsheetmetalindustry.com.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long. Toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
1-0, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another edition of Evansville Otters baseball here at Bosse Field as the Otters go for the series victory here in the rubber match against the Gateway Grizzlies. It'll be Tyler Vale on the mound as Sam Jelinek up here in the booth at Bosse Field as the Otters look for win number 23 on the season to get to a season-high 5 games above 500 and maintain their spot in first place of the Frontier League Western Division. As I mentioned, Tyler Vale on the mound for the Otters, and this is how they're going to line line it up behind him defensively. Ryan Long out in left field, Hunter Cullen in center, Jeff Gardner out in right field, and then around the infield, Manny Cruz at third, Toby Thomas at short, David Cronin at second, with Joe Lytle at first, and Joe DeLuca behind the plate, forming the battery with Tyler Vale out on the mound. You know what that means. This pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. The Answer Auto Repair East, it can be found at 2319 North Green River Road, or call them at 812-475-9000. Tyler Vale nearly done with his warm-up tosses now as he is ready to get things going. He'll be making his 8th start of the season in this campaign. The numbers not great, but hoping to trend in the right direction right now, as his ERA has now dropped in every single start since the beginning of the year, as he had nowhere to go but down after his rough outing against Washington to open the season. He's 1-2 with a 6.21 ERA. As I mentioned, his 8th start, 37 2/3 innings, 44 strikeouts, so more than a K an inning, against 16 walks. 10 of those have come in the past 2 outings for him, against 48 hits. Vale 6'2", 228. Great hander on the mound, and deal to Artemis Kadkodian to lead off this ball game. The man the Grizzlies call Artie, playing third base, normally their shortstop, but an injury to their third baseman has pushed Kadkodian to the hot corner here in this series, leading it off from the right side. Vale into the wind, his first pitch of the game. Fastball down and away, and we're underway just past 6:35. It's ball 1 on Kadkodian, leading off the game. Cruz, the third baseman, even with the bag. Here's the 1-0. His fastball's on the outside corner at the knees as Vale authors a called strike 1 to Kadkodian, and the count's level at 1. Kadkodian hitting .322 on the season as Vale rocks and fires the 1-1. Slider drifts outside as it nearly drags DeLuca to the backstop, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Kadkodian was 2 for 8 in the 2 games yesterday. Vale working quickly now. Here's his 2-1. Slider backs up on him as it nearly hits Kadkodian on the inside corner, and Vale falls behind 3-1 on Artemis. Vale's control has been tricky over the past 2 outings. 3-1 pitch. Fastball down low for ball 4, so that's the 2nd straight game that Vale has started with a leadoff walk against Southern Illinois. The first inning was troublesome for him. He's been saying all season long, if I can get through the first inning, everything seems to go well. But it's getting through that first frame, which has proved especially difficult. Earlier against Normal this season, Vale allowed 4 runs in the first inning on 2 2-run home runs. Last time out against Southern Illinois, gave up 3 runs in the first inning. And not a good start here with Kadkodian at first after the walk. Here's Blake Brown from the right side of the plate. Middle infield at double play depth, the first pitch. Slider goes around the outside corner as Brown lays off, and it's ball 1. Kadkodian at first, Brown at the plate, right fielder for the Grizzlies, mainstay in their lineup the past 3 seasons, hitting .267 on the season. Vale comes set at the belt, crossfire on the rubber. The 1-0. Fastball hit in the air to right field, not very deep. Gardner takes a few steps back and now eases under it as he puts it away with one hand on a little weird swing from Brown as he didn't finish that swing thoroughly. Got kind of sawed off on it, but he's the first out of the game as Vale bounces back from the leadoff walk to get Brown to fly out to right. So with Brown retired, here's Trey Santos, first baseman for the Grizzlies, hitting from the left side. .279 on this season, 10 home runs, 28 driven in, both tops on the club. 10 home runs, currently 3rd in the Frontier League as well. Hitting here with Kadkodian at first. He's stolen 1 bag this season, but been caught twice as Vale authors a move over, and Kadkodian in safely with a dive. Santos, big power hitting first baseman, wide stance at the plate from the left side, open as well, wearing the high navy blue socks. DeLuca sets up down and away. Vale waiting, here's the pitch. Drilled in the air to center field, sending the center fielder Cullen back in front of the track in left center field. He makes the catch as he bangs up against the left center field fence. Kept on drifting back, but had a beat on it the whole way. As he's able to put it away for the 2nd out, Santos struck it well, but no dice for him as he's the 2nd out of the inning. And if we're playing yesterday, I think that ball gets out of here as the wind was whipping straight out for yesterday's contest, but here today the flag's laying relatively still out in center. So Santos a deep fly out for the 2nd casualty, and here's Matt Gonzalez, the cleanup man, with a runner at first and 2 away. Top of the first inning, no score. First pitch, fastball, high and tight. So that one misses for ball 1. Gonzalez out in left field, hitting .279 on the season. 8 runs driven home for him. Kadkodian takes his lead, now dives back to the bag. As Vale throws over, he's in safely. Gonzalez from the right side of the plate, awaiting the 1-0 offering. Vale holding, now the pitch. Fastball outside as he overthrew that one just a touch as it's off the outside corner, 2-0. Gonzalez only 1 extra base hit on the season, and that actually happened here at Bosse Field the last time these two teams met up for their first series of the season, tripled to right center field. But since then, no extra base hits for him. 2-0 the count. Vale comes ready, kicks and deals the 2-0. Fastball chopped on the ground up the third base side. That's going to roll foul as it goes into the hands of the third base coach and manager, Phil Warren, for the Grizzlies. So it's 2 balls and a strike on Gonzalez as Kadkodian returns back to first. He led off the game with a walk, but has been stranded there ever since. Cruz playing back to the third base bag as Vale comes to the ready. Kadkodian takes his lead. Lytle holds him on. Here's the 2-1. Late on the fastball as Gonzalez shoots it foul out of play on the right side. And the count's even, 2-2.
Never regret it.
Talking to Tyler, he always says he struggles with the first inning. He doesn't quite know why, as he knows he settles down and that he is a good pitcher. He just has to rein it in the first frame, and he knows he can do it. He's 1 strike away from tossing a scoreless first here. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. There is that scoreless first. So hopefully a sign of good things to come for Tyler Vale today as he retires the Grizzlies scoreless here in the top of the first. And we'll go to the bottom half of the frame. It's Evansville coming to bat and Gateway nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
We go to the bottom half of the first inning after Tyler Vale throws a scoreless top half of the frame. It's 0-0 here from Bosse Field. As out to the mound for Gateway, Tasso Stathopoulos. Full name, Anastasios Ioannis Stathopoulos. That's a mouthful right there. A Greek descendant, obviously, as he toes the rubber for his 2nd start of the season, 3rd appearance overall. 6'1", 180 pounds from the University of Rhode Island. 0-1 with a 6.13 ERA, 7 1/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 9 hits. So allowing nearly 2 base runners a frame, that's not a recipe for success, as David Cronin leads it off for the Otters. Stathopoulos into the wind. His first pitch is a fastball at the knees on the inside corner, strike 1. Defensively, the Grizzlies look like this tonight. Gonzalez out in left, Livesey in center, Brown in right. Stathopoulos waits for the sign, now gets it into his windup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Cronin takes a called strike 2 as a good fastball by Stathopoulos dices the outside corner at the knees, 0-2. Then around the infield, Katkodian at third, Sakurai at short, Martirosyan at second, and Santos at first, with Cam Adams behind the plate forming the battery, with Tasos Stathopoulos on the mound. Stathopoulos ahead of Cronin, 0-2, right on left matchup. The kick and the pitch. Fastball called strike 3 at the knees as Cronin watches 3 by. Sees 3, all 3 strikes, and he's down for the first out here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 7, the left fielder, Brian Long.
So that'll bring up Ryan Long with Cronin retired down on strikes. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the first inning, no score. Stathopoulos winds his first pitch to Long, is skied in the air to center fielder, not very deep. Out goes the shortstop Sakurai, but it's the second baseman Martirosyan out into shallow center field to retire Long for the second out of the frame on 4 pitches. You can see the center fielder Livesey scrambling as he took a false step back before dashing in. Thankfully for him, Martirosyan had a good read, so he was out into the outfield grass to make the catch. And after 2 quick outs on 4 pitches, Toby Thomas now steps to the plate. Toby, the shortstop for the Otters, hitting here, 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch. Fastball right down the middle as Stathopoulos fires strike 1. Thomas hitting from the right side, 296 on the season, the lowest we've seen his average this year. The 0-1. Breaking ball well out in front of home plate is a nice block by Adams for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Toby, 5 home runs, 26 runs driven in. He's trying to make his mark on this league and vie for a possible all-star spot, but he's competing with a couple of very talented shortstops around the league, namely Will Kenger from Traverse City. The 1-1. Fouled off the hand, straight back over top of the roof here at Bosse Field, and the count's 1-2.
Choose the best and never regret it.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Thomas. Stathopoulos going for his second punch out of the game. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air, right field side, foul ground. Santos, the first baseman, just next to the coach's box, able to put it away next to Boots Day. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Stathopoulos, and we'll go to the second inning, still scoreless, here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Otters fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So we move ahead to the top half of the second inning, still scoreless here from Bosse Field in the rubber match of this 3-game set. Second baseman Shane Martirosyan leads it off for Gateway. So it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Grizzlies' order here as Tyler Vale back out for the second inning of work. It's been a very low-scoring affair here in this series. In total, in yesterday's doubleheader, a grand total of 12 runs across the two games, a 2-1 final in the first game and then a 5-4 final in the second. Both teams scored 6 runs on the day. First pitch from Vale to Martirosian, sit high in the air to right field, not deep. Gardner started back, now comes in. He'll have to play it on a hop as a little looping fly ball drops on in for the first hit of the game for the Grizzlies. Martirosian just fought it off the hands, able to get enough on it to dunk it into right field for a base hit. So Martirosian, first pitch swinging just like we saw in the end of yesterday's game when he led off the top of the 7th with a single off of Mitch Aker. He's at first now. Cam Adams at the plate. Right on right matchup, no score, top of the second inning. Vale comes set on the mound. His first pitch to Adams. Slider on the inside corner as that one backs up but grabs the inside edge. And it's 0-1. Adams, the catcher for the Grizzlies, started the first game of the Twin Bill yesterday. Hitting .280 on the season, 6 runs driven in for him. The kick in the 0-1. Sharp slider, but just a hair down low on the outside edge as Vale can't garner the call. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Martirosian at first after the leadoff single. Nobody out, top of the second inning. Still scoreless here as Vale throws over to first and Martirosian back in with a dive. Middle infield at double play depth. Third baseman Cruz a few steps behind the bag at third with the outfield straight away. Vale comes ready on the mound. DeLuca setting up down and away. The 1-1 pitch, runner goes, hit on the ground down the third base side as that's chopped foul. And Martirosian will make a U-turn and head back to first. There's a ball and 2 strikes on Adams. Vale looks for his second strikeout of the game, punched out 1 in the first inning. Now a 1-2 count on Cam Adams. Jeff Cardenas on deck. He had 2 RBIs in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday. Vale set at the belt. Roxton fires the 1-2. Fastball just down low as DeLuca. Oh, he rung him up. Pardon me, as that was a very delayed call there from James Purnell. He did not make a sound, did not make a motion until Cam Adams started walking away, then rung him out. So it's a strike 3 looking on Adams. Vale's second punch out of the game. So with 1 away, here's Jeff Cardenas digging in from the left side. Martirosian still at first. 1 away, third baseman Cruz now even with the bag as middle infield stays at double play depth. Cardenas slightly open stance from the left side. Vale ready on the mound, his first pitch home. Splitter just off the outside edge as Purnell doesn't move a muscle, and it's ball 1. Tyler just recently going to that splitter. He said he threw it for the first time this season, his last start. Before that, he had been all changeup, but he had thrown the splitter 2 years ago when he was here in Evansville. Light kick, the 1-0, runner goes, pitch outside, called strike 1, throw down to second from DeLuca's into shallow center. As to third goes Martirosian. It's on the stolen base and error. He's able to snag 2 bases. He is now at third with 1 out. Throw from DeLuca was towards the first base side. As Cronin went to cover the bag, couldn't get off the bag and had to go over top of the runner Martirosian and couldn't flag it down. So it's a stolen base in E2. Martirosian now at third. A 1-1 count on Cardenas as it was a called strike 1 on the corner. Infield's going to play back, trade the out for the run as the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt of DeLuca, and it's 1-2 as Vale looks for back-to-back punch-outs. Pick up a big second out here in the frame. No score, top of the second inning. 1 gone as Evansville tries to keep this game scoreless. 1-2 pitch. Hit hard and high. The third baseman Cruz on a line is coming home to score as Martirosyan. To first goes Cardenas with his third RBI of the series. And the Grizzlies grab an early 1-0 lead.
Number 5, shortstop Brent Sakurai.
Third baseman Cruz was playing just about even with the bag. Had he been playing back, I still don't think he gets to that. Might have had a chance at a dive at it, but either way, the liner is by him and on into left field. An RBI single for Cardenas, his 7th run driven in on the season. Here's Brent Sakurai digging in from the right side. Runner at first, 1 out, first pitch, shows bunt, throw back to first, and back safely is Cardenas as Sakurai watched it by for ball 1. Cardenas at first, Sakurai at the plate, 183 hitter, was 1 for 2 in his lone start in yesterday's game. So he started the second game of the doubleheader. Shortstop with 3 doubles, 4 runs driven in on the season. Cruz now creeping in at third. 1-0 pitch. Does not show bunt, instead takes a called strike 1 at the knees. And the count runs level, 1 ball and 1 strike. Gateway with an early 1-0 advantage here in the top half of the second inning. So the Otters are looking to avoid snapping their 5 series win streak here at home, as they've won 5 series in a row here at Bosse Field since dropping their first series against Washington. 1-1 on Sakurai. Vail holding. Here's the pitch. Fastball down and away, picked off the dirt by DeLuca. And it's 2 balls into strike. Vail has really slowed things down with runners on here, using timing as a tactic to keep runners close to the bag. Obviously, Martirosyan was still able to swipe second, and now Cardenas at first looking like he might run. Aggressive lead. Lytle holds him on. Vail's pitch, he does not run, and the 2-1 is chopped to Vail back on the mound. It's by him and off his glove as it rolls towards third base. He'll pick it up and just go to the third base bag to make sure Cardenas won't advance. It'll be an infield single for Sakurai. And there's runners at first and second with 1 away.
Number 1, center fielder Cody Livesey.
So now here's the 9-hole hitter, Cody Livesey, with Cardenas at second, Sakurai at first. Gateway leading 1-0, top of the second inning. They're actually going to give Vail an error on that one. So Tyler hit with the E1, unable to make that backhand play. Here's Livesey at the plate, batting from the left side. Runners at first and second. 1 away is time now called at the plate by DeLuca, the catcher. Cruz at third, playing just behind the grass. Livesey, normally the leadoff man, swapped to the 9-hole for this one as he was 0 for 8 in both games yesterday. He swings at the first pitch and pops it in the air on the infield shortstop side. Toby Thomas just a step out onto the grass, makes the catch as the infield fly rule is called. And Livesey retired on 1 pitch for the second out of the frame.
Back to the top of the order. Number 9, third baseman Armis Kadkodian.
So it'll be up to Artemis Kadkodian to try and really make this a big inning for the Grizzlies. 2 on, 2 out. Gateway with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Kadkodian walked his first time up leading off the game, but was stranded at first to end the inning. Right on right matchup. Vail set at the belt, looks back to second. Now 1 more glance. Here's the pitch. Kadkodian swings and chops it to third. Cruz charging, fields and throws to first in time to get Kadkodian to retire the side, and Vail works around the danger and his own error to allow just 1 run in the frame. We'll go to the bottom half of the second. It's Gateway 1 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring. It's
pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So we go to the bottom half of the second inning. It's Gateway 1 and Evansville nothing. As the Grizzlies get on the board thanks to the Jeff Cardenas RBI single through the left side. It'll be Jeff Gardner leading things off for the Otters, 4, 5, and 6 here in the bottom of the second as Stathopoulos rocks and fires the first pitch. Fastball right down the middle at the knees, 0-1. Gardner hitting .261 on the season, 5 home runs, 24 driven in so far this year, batting from the left side, slightly open stance. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball slips out of the hand of Stathopoulos as he immediately goes to get a little bit of moisture on his hand to make sure he can maintain his grip as it's high and away for ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Gardner takes a changeup that skips in for ball 2, so he jumps ahead of the count now, 2-1. Outfield shades Gardner to pull just slightly here. Infield straight up. Jeff had a home run in yesterday's game. 2-1 pitch. Skies it in the air, left-hand side. Kadkodian into foul ground right at the coach's box. Puts it away as Andy McCauley has to take a few steps away to avoid getting hit. And Gardner pops out to the third baseman in foul ground for the first out of the inning.
Number 17, the designated hitter, Travis Harrison.
So 4 up, 4 down for Stathopoulos here to begin this game. And here's Travis Harrison, the Otters designated hitter and newest member of the 300 club on the season, as he's now at an even 300, the first time we've seen his average at that mark this year. Right on right matchup, the first pitch. Fastball called, strike 1 on the outside corner, knee high. And Harrison's down in the count, 0-1. Travis had 3 hits yesterday, including the game winner in the second game as the Otters were able to salvage a split of the doubleheader. And they trail here 1-0 in the rubber match. Bottom of the second, the 1-0. Swinging and a miss as a frisbee slider gets by Harrison way out in front. Stathopoulos spins it by and it's 0-2. Travis, 4 home runs, 29 driven in on the season. Chokes up on the bat with 2 strikes here, 1 out, nobody on. The 0-2. Sprung up looking for the second out here in the second.
Number 25, the first baseman, Joe Lytle.
To make that 5 in a row retired by Stathopoulos to open the game. So now it'll be Joe Lytle, the first baseman for the Otters, hitting from the left side. .286 on the season in limited action as he just joined the team a few weeks ago. First pitch to him. Looks at a fastball that crosses in about ankle high over the heart of the plate for ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Gateway leading 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-0 offering. Breaking ball on the inside corner as that one's able to snag the edge. And it's 1-1 on Lytle. Stathopoulos thus far has shown a 3-pitch mix as he winds and fires the 1-1. Changeup popped in the air, shallow right field. Matt Erosian, the second baseman, goes out a few steps in onto the grass. And will put it away for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down again for the Otters. And we'll go to the third. It's still Gateway 1 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krookemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting Tri-State residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby. But
I'd like to welcome all of our folks here tonight.
We go to the top half of the third inning, and remember, Otters fans, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town, now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice-cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So here in the top of the third inning, it's Gateway 1, Evansville nothing, as Tyler Vail goes out for his third inning of work. Allowed 1 run last frame, was able to work around a couple of errors and 2 singles to limit it to just 1 run, as that's where we're at now, 1-0 Gateway. 2, 3, and 4 in the Grizzlies lineup. Brown, Santos, and Gonzalez here in the frame. Evansville trying to take this rubber match of the 3-game set. The 2 squads split the doubleheader yesterday. Gateway taking the first game 2-1, then Evansville rallying with a 2-run 7th to win the finale of the doubleheader 5-4 in walk-off fashion. First pitch home to Brown. Looks at a good slider on the outside corner as Vail spins it over the outside edge at the knees, 0-1. Brown hitting from the right side, 267 on the season, 0-1. Another good slider, but this time just a hair off the outside edge as Vail can't get the call, 1-1. Over his past 10 games, Brown has really been struggling, though. Just a $184 with 1 home run. The pitch. This slider finds the outside corner as Vail triples up on it, able to nail the edge, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Blake Brown leading off the top of the third inning. 1-0 Gateway leads as Vail rocks and fires. Here's his 1-2. Slider well outside, that's in the left-handed batter's box. And the count levels up on Brown, 2-2. Right fielder for the Grizzlies has 6 home runs, 25 driven in this season. Vail gets his sign, wheels and deals the 2-2. Slider skied in the air to left field, not very deep. Long coming in a few steps, camping under it as he shuffles his feet a bit more and finally puts it away and straight away left shallow for the first out of the inning. So Brown retired via the flyout for the second time tonight. Now here's Trey Santos, who drilled one deep to left center field, but Hunter Cullen had enough time to get back and track it down as Santos flew out to center for his first time up. 1 out, nobody on base. Grizzlies with an early 1-0 lead. Santos from the left side against the righty Vail. First pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner as Vail's fastball runs off the edge, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Santos sitting 279 on the season. 10 dingers for him, the 1-0. Slider slips out of the hand all the way to the backstop off the glove of DeLuca. And it's 2-0 on Santos. First baseman for the Grizzlies jumped on the first pitch he saw his first time up and hit it extremely hard. Couldn't get it to fall in. Now in another hitter's count, 2-0. He has 10 bombs on the season with 28 driven in. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Backup slider on the outside edge as Vale goes off speed in the fastball count. Able to fool Santos as he can't pull the trigger. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Kicking the pitch. Slider line to short. Thomas reaches for it, but it's by him and on into left center field. Ryan Long cuts it off and gets it back into second base quickly. It's a single for Santos as he scalded that baseball by Thomas. And Santos aboard at first with 1 away with the base hit.
Left fielder, Matt Gonzalez.
I'll bring up Matt Gonzalez with a runner at first base, 1 gone. Gonzalez struck out swinging his first time up, 1-0. Gateway leads. First pitch, slider swung on and missed. Gonzalez way out in front. Gateway 1, Evansville nothing. Top of the 3rd inning, man at first, 1 away. No balls and a strike on Gonzalez, hitting from the right side. Vale, the righty, set on the mound. A leg kick, the 0-1. Fastball hit high in the air to right field, sending Gardner back to the right center field track. He's looking up. It's off the base of the wall. As I'll pick it up, Santos storming into third, and he'll be held there by manager Phil Warren. As up to second goes Gonzalez. It's a 2-base hit for the Grizzlies left fielder. And Gateway in business for the 2nd straight frame with runners at 2nd and 3rd and just 1 out.
Number 8, second baseman, Shane Martirosian.
Good piece of hitting by Gonzalez, taking a fastball in the outside corner and going with it. So he drilled it off the base of the wall in right center field. No play for Gardner. Now here's Shane Martirosian, who scored the only run of the game. Singled and scored leading off the 2nd inning. Hitting from the left side here. Men at 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Gateway already leading 1-0. Top of the 3rd inning. First pitch. Just off the outside edge as Vale can't get the call at the knees. And it's 1-0. Martirosian jumped on the first pitch he saw in his first at-bat as he singled to right. Now ahead in the count here, 1-0. Infield playing back. The pitch. Vale misses high and away as that fastball sails away from him, and it's 2-0. Third baseman Cruz now even with the bag at third. The rest of the infield playing back, including Lytle at first. It's about 5 steps behind the first base bag. Men at 2nd and 3rd, a 2-0 count on Martirosian. 2 for his first 6 here with Gateway. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball line back up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Stopping at 3rd is Gonzalez. It's an RBI single for Shane Martirosian as the throw comes in all the way home, but Martirosian holds at first, and Gateway grabs a 2-0 lead.
Number 28, catcher Tim Adams.
Good piece of hitting by Martirosian, just taking it right back from where it came. Got it a little bit off the handle, but was still able to power it through. He singles home his first run batted in of his Grizzlies career. Now there's men at the corners for Cam Adams, struck out looking his first time up. Martirosian takes his lead, the first pitch. Fastball called strike 1 at the knees on the outside black. Vale jumps ahead of Adams 0-1. Gonzalez at third, Martirosian at first. It's a 2-0 ball game now, top of the 3rd inning. Gateway leads. Adams at the plate, batting from the right side. Middle infield at double play depth. The pitch, runner goes. Swung on and missed, and DeLuca will put the ball in his back pocket. It's Martirosian handed second base. As he swipes the bag, his first of the season. There's runners at 2nd and 3rd, and an 0-2 count on Adams. What looked like a little bit of a botched hit and run. But nonetheless, it works out for Gateway as Martirosian into 2nd. 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to the first base side, off the glove of Lytle. He'll pick it up, look to home, but just take it to the bag for the 1 out. As he was looking to throw it home before he had the ball in his glove. And unfortunately, the Otters can't get the out at home. As Gonzalez comes home to score, it's 3-0 Gateway. Adams out at first, but he gets credit for the RBI. And it's a 3-0 Gateway lead as Martirosian moves on up to 3rd with 2 away, and here comes Jeff Cardenas. Cardenas had an RBI single his first time up. Third RBI of the series as a fourth waiting in the wings here at third. The first pitch takes a fastball down low around the shoe tops for ball one. It's Gateway 3, Evansville nothing. Top of the third inning. 2 outs, Martirosian at third. Cardenas at the plate. Already with an RBI single today. Vale working from the stretch, the 1-0. Splitter misses outside as that one sails a little bit on Vale, and it's 2-0. Pitch. Slider called, so no call there as that one looked like it had the outside edge around the belt. But no dice for Vale as it's 3-0 on Cardenas. See if they'll have the green light here. He's got 3 hits here in the series, or 2, excuse me. 2 for 5 thus far. The 3-0. Looks at a fastball right down the middle, belt high. As Vale gets one back, it's 3 balls and a strike. Martirosian at first, 3-0. Gateway leads top of the third inning, 2 outs. 3-1 count on Cardenas. Right on left matchup. Vale comes to the ready. Kicks and deals the 3-1. Good slider, bites onto the outside corner as Vale steals another strike and the count's full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third, but Cruz fields it on the backhand, scoops it up and throws across the diamond to get Cardenas and stop the bleeding as it's 2 runs in the frame for Gateway. And they'll take a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the third inning here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To Kruckmeyer & Kahn for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase over $1,000 on their fine jewelry. Winner will be drawn in the first of each month. Also mention the Evansville Otters Digital Network at Kruckmeyer & Kahn and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent you. So we go to the bottom half of the third inning. It's been 6 up, 6 down for the Otters against Tassos Stathopoulos, as Gateway currently holds a 3-0 lead. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Otters. DeLuca, Cullen, and Cruz as Evansville looks for their first base runner of the game. DeLuca, the switch hitting catcher, batting from the left side here against the ready Stathopoulos. DeLuca started the first game of the doubleheader yesterday, sat out the second game. So he digs on in to get this bottom half of the third inning underway. Stathopoulos gets his sign. Here's his first pitch. Fastball misses off the outside corner, and it's ball 1 on DeLuca. Joe's had a very solid start to his Otters career, 4 for 10. And included a 1 for 3 performance yesterday. The 1-0. Fastball sails high and away from Stathopoulos. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. The first hitter's count the Otters have been in this evening. They've gone 6 up, 6 down to open the game as Gateway leads 3-0. The 2-0. DeLuca swings and pops it into the air right-hand side. Martirosian, the second baseman, going out, but it's the right fielder Brown who calls him off in shallow right to put it away for the first out.
Number 43, the center fielder, Hunter.
It's been all flyouts and strikeouts thus far for the Otters. So it's been 2 strikeouts, both looking, coupled so far with 5 air outs. 4 pop-ups and that fly ball to right. Now it's Hunter Cullen digging in from the left side. Stathopoulos into his motion, his first pitch. Fastball drifts off the outside corner for ball 1. Gateway 3, Evansville nothing, bottom half of the 3rd inning. These 2 teams play the rubber match of this 3-game series. 1-0. Slow breaking ball at the belt on the inside half, and Cullen takes it for a called strike 1. Otter center fielder for now, hitting .221 on the season. Was 1 for 5 in the doubleheader. Smacked his 3rd double of the season in the 2nd game. The 1-1. Takes a slow breaking ball that skips in on the dirt. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Otters wearing their home white uniforms. Don't see those very often, but nice to see them here on a fine evening. The 2-1. Fastball just off the outside edge as Cullen watches it by. Keen eye, and it's 3-1. Gateway, in contrast, going with their road grays with Grizzlies, or Gateway rather, emblazoned in gold across the front chest in script. The 3-1. Cullen swings and hits it in the air to center field. Livesey got a late jump and now over into the left center field gap. The center fielder puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning. And back-to-back flyouts here to open up the frame for the Otters. And there's 2 outs in the bottom half of the 2nd. So we have to Manny Cruz to stop Stathopoulos from going 9 up, 9 down to begin the game. First pitch home. Fastball above the hands for ball 1 as Cruz watches it by. 2 outs, nobody on. Gateway leading 3-0 here in the rubber match. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. Manny Cruz at the plate. 1-0. Takes a fastball, called strike 1 just below the knees on the inside corner. 1-1 on Manny, hitting .255 on the season. 1 home run that came yesterday with 14 RBIs on the season. 1-1 delivery. Slow breaking ball, able to dart onto the outside edge. It's a good pitch from Stathopoulos, and it's 1-2. Stathopoulos has shown a good 3-pitch mix. Fastball, changeup in an off speed, like a curveball or slider. The 1-2. That breaking ball tapped foul down the 3rd base side, and Cruz stays alive, still 1-2. Trying to prolong this 3rd inning. There's 2 outs and nobody on base, with Gateway leading 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cruz addresses the plate, now comes ready in the box as Stathopoulos gets his sign on the mound. Finally nods yes. Takes a deep breath into his wind. The 1-2 again. Fastball grounded back up the middle. Sakurai, the shortstop, fields behind the bag, spins, throws, not in time, as Cruz able to beat it out. Nearly a phenomenal play by Brent Sakurai as he fielded that ball in the grass behind the 2nd base bag in shallow center, and then spun and threw in one motion. But Cruz able to beat it out for the first hit of the game for the Otters. That breaks a streak of 8 in a row retired by Stathopoulos as the lineup turns over for David Cronin. Cronin struck out looking his first time up on 3 pitches. Took 3 fastballs and was rung up by James Purnell, so hoping for a better result here. 2 outs, Cruz at first. Gateway leading 3-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch. Cronin swings and hits it high in the air to deep right center field. Brown going back into the track, but it's the center fielder Livesey who puts it away in the right center field alley as he gets all the way over from his post up the diamond to put it away on the warning track in right center field and end the inning. Otters get their first hit of the game. We'll go to the top half of the fourth inning where Preston Leinenbach will join me here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Car Shield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds, competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
I mean,
Whoop, whoop. Thankfully, the man who was here for that moment is now joining me here on the airwaves. Preston Leinenbach, good to have you in here as we start the top of the fourth inning.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a privilege, and it's an interesting viewpoint. I'm not doing your job for the middle innings. I'm doing Bill's job for once.
Those are far bigger shoes to fill, I can tell you what. You're sitting in his chair.
In more ways than one.
Jeff Cardenas, or Brent Sakurai, will lead things off for Gateway as Vale's first pitch comes home. It's a fastball high for ball one. So filling the shoes of Bill, that is no easy task.
No, that's definitely no easy task. Not only with just trying to cover everything that happens here at the ballpark, from the food to the stands to the people, and of course the game and the players itself.
1-0 pitch hit high in the air to right field, sending Gardner towards the right field line. He's got a beat on it as he puts it away with one hand for the first out of the inning. Sakurai retired.
I guess I would be negligent on my part to not mention the train. That was the whole point of that.
Yeah, Bill loves when that train goes by, of course. And he probably wouldn't be too happy if he were here right now with the Otters trailing 3-0, top of the fourth inning. One gone, and here's Cody Livesey, popped out to short his first time up. Tyler Vale had a scoreless first inning, something that's been eluding him so far this year, but back-to-back frames giving up runs. So his first pitch to Livesey comes home. It's a fastball right down the middle, 0-1.
And that's kind of the reason why. I mean, even though that one was right down the middle, but it's just below the belt, right in the sweet spot of a lot of hitters. And a lot of the balls that have been put into play have been up the middle, hard hit, whether it be liners or all the way to the wall. And he's got to find a way to get that ball down.
Now Livesey shows bunt on the 0-1 pitch. They appeal down to first base, but they say he pulled it back in time, so the count's even 1-1. Livesey, the 9-hole hitter, will be followed by Artemis Kadkodian, the leadoff man. Evansville trails right now 3-0, one out, top of the fourth inning. Vale trying for his first scoreless frame since the first, the 1-1. Cued off the end of the bat as that dribbles back to the backstop, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And with that being said, it's not the first time we've also seen Tyler Vale grind out a couple tough innings to put together a pretty decent start for the Otters so far this season. You know, usually the second or third frame, then he'll kind of tighten it down a little bit and end up somehow going maybe 5-6 innings and putting the Otters in a window to win the game.
1-2 pitch. Slider down low is a take from Livesey, able to lay off. It's 2-2. Yeah, looking back through Tyler's past couple starts, you look back, his past 7 starts now, or excuse me, his past 5 starts, he's been able to go at least 5 innings as he misses high on Livesey, and I scratch that because I'm really bad at counting. 6 starts, actually. He's gone at least 6 innings. All of them haven't been great. 5 runs here, but 2 earned runs in 2 of those starts. 3 earned runs in 2 of those, and 4 his last time out. He hasn't been great, but he's been serviceable, which is a good trait. Payoff pitch to Livesey, swung on and missed. He chased a slider down. Vale picks up his 3rd punch out of the game, and there's 2 away here in the top of the 4th.
And a good deceptive pitch there from Vale. Obviously using the fastball a lot. Comes out of the hand, looks like it's going to be a straight fastball, and then it has that late tailspin toward the shins of the left-handed batter, which, as Bill, again, not here, he would say, those left-handed batters, they love the down and in pitch.
They love to golf as the lineup turns over for Artemis Kadkodian. 0-for-1 walked leading off the game. 2 outs, 3-0. Gateway leads, top of the 4th, nobody on. First pitch. Fastball sails a little bit high as it pops to the mid of DeLuca, and it's 1-0 on Kadkodian. The Otters right now, the offense hasn't been there really. Just 1 hard hit ball. 1-0 home. Fouled at the play as that one's off the body of Kadkodian. 1-1, and that was Cronin's deep fly ball to end last inning.
Going back to Tyler Vale and what you mentioned there, for the most part, I see a lot of 2-3 earned runs in that handful of starts you mentioned. You'll take that. Usually you hope to see maybe go maybe 6-7 innings, but it's just the early trouble has kind of run up the pitch count as Tyler Vale throughout the season.
1-1 pitch popped in the air down the right field line. Gardner again towards the line. He's got a read on it as he makes the catch, drifting into foul ground to retire the side. First 1-2-3 inning of the game for Tyler Vale. We'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. It's Gateway 3 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the 4th inning we go. Alongside Preston Leinenbach, I'm Sam Jelnick here for the wild ride here at Bosse Field, and thus far it's been more downhill than not for the Otters as they trail 3-0 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Ryan Long leads us off. First pitch from Stathopoulos is a slow breaking ball that bounces in for ball 1. Ryan popped out to second his first time up. Looking to get things going. The Otters picked up their first hit of the game last inning. 1-0 pitch. Another bubble breaking ball as it floats onto the outside corner. It's 1-1.
Just not a lot of velocity with that pitch there, and I think it's so slow that it caught Ryan Long off guard.
Long hitting from the left side. Stathopoulos winds and fires the 1-1. Fastball called strike 2 at the knees, and that's the thing right there. Even though you can tell out of the hand the pitch is a little bit different, seeing the velocity spike from a slow about 70-mile-an-hour breaking ball to probably about mid-80s fastball, that's hard to adjust to. So the 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Fastball down and in as James Burnell, famous for his delayed called strike 3s, denies pulling the trigger on Long, and it's 2-2. He had me fooled earlier today. It was bad.
Wouldn't be the first time. Also, the other thing to know with James Purnell is that he tends to take a lot of foul balls.
2-2 line to the right side, but diving stop by Martirosian, who fields it on the grass, picks it off from his shoe tops, and puts it away on the line drive out for Ryan Long for the first out of the inning.
Of course, with Ryan Long being a left-handed batter, favoring that side of the infield a little bit, but still a pretty good jump to get onto that, and honestly still lay out to make the catch.
Marderosian has been very good for the Grizzlies in his limited action thus far. This is his first series as a member of the club as Toby Thomas stands in and watches a first pitch fastball grace the outside corner at the belt, 0-1. Toby has been in quite the snide lately now, 3 for his last 18. 1-0. Breaking ball ripped into left field. That'll be down for a base hit. Left fielder Gonzalez over to cut it off before the wall and gets it back in quickly as Toby with a wide turn, but will hold on at first with a single, an absolute screamer down the left field side.
That's the Toby Thomas we're used to seeing. I mean, like you said, just an absolute screamer to left field, like you said. And yeah, then again, you say he's been in a snide, but a lot of guys would probably take his average above 290 going into the game.
Yeah, Toby has set a level of excellence for himself this season that the Otters, unfortunately, kind of become accustomed to. And seeing his average without a 3 at the forefront of it is a little bit strange. So now here's Jeff Gardner. It's 3-0 Gateway, bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out, 1 on. Gardner hitting from the left side. Stathopoulos from the set, the first pitch. Breaking ball fouled straight back, as the Otters, who have primarily been taking that slow breaking pitch, are now starting to jump on it. Thomas jumped on it on the first pitch. Gardner tried to do so there.
National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Hardin County, Illinois, Pulaski County, Illinois, Massac County, Illinois, Hope County, Illinois, Southern Johnson County, Illinois, Southwestern Gallatin County, Illinois, Livingston County, Kentucky, Crittenden County, Kentucky, McCracken County, Kentucky, Ballard County, Kentucky, Southwestern Union County in northwestern Kentucky until 8:15 p.m. At 7:34 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Equality to 10 miles north of Dixon Springs to near Goreville to near Cobbenton, moving southeast at 70 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Severe weather has been confirmed by train spotters. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Paducah, Metropolis, Law Center, Wickliffe, Reedland, Lone Oak, Marion, Rose Clare, Brookport, Mounds, Salem, Barlow, Delconda, Mound City, Karnak, Berna, Ledbetter, Lovelessville, New Columbia, and Dixon Springs. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8:15 p.m. for the following counties in Illinois: Gallatin, Harding, Johnson, Massac, Hope, and Pulaski. In the following counties in Kentucky: Ballard, Crittenden, Livingston, McCracken, and Union.
Third base side foul ground. Kadkodian, the third baseman, out onto the grass and in foul territory. Even with the third base side, will put it away as Gardner pops out and foul ground to the third baseman for the second time today.
And just to pass along, understanding that we just had the emergency alert system go over the top of us in that last at bat. So there is some weather may lurk in the air. Hopefully it doesn't make its way to Boston Field, but it is still kind of overcast. 2 outs. Jeff Gardner just popping out there.
I'm no meteorologist, but throw over to first and Thomas back in diving. Let's hope we can avoid some of that weather.
I'm tired of the rain. I'm tired of the tarp pools.
That's why I like working up here during games.
I bet.
No tarp pool.
It's a good workout, though.
So here's Harrison hitting from the right side. Thomas at first, 2 outs. Otters down by 3. And the first pitch is foul tipped into the mitt of Adams as Harrison chases the breaking ball, but 0-1.
He's ready for that first, I guess you call it a change up. I mean, that first pitch off speed, but that one had a late tailing action to it. So like I said, the Otters look like they're starting to time that up now.
Thomas at first after his line drive single, stranded there now with 2 outs. 0-1. Fastball yanked down and away as Stathopoulos didn't get that one out of his hand cleanly, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Travis has been on a tear over his past 10 games, pushing his average to that 300 mark, hitting .353 in his past 10. Home run, 8 RBIs in that time frame as well, as Thomas dives back to the bag on the snap throw over from Stathopoulos. There's 2 away. Toby's at first. Harrison's at the plate. Count even on him, 1-1, and the Otters trailing by 3 runs, trying to get back into this ball game. Rubber match here from Bosse Field. The Otters are 5-1 that series here at home. The 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed as Harrison stumbles out of the box. Was looking off speed, instead got the high heater and swings through it for strike 2.
Interesting, they did a little check over there on Toby Thomas, who, to our record, does not have a stolen base yet this year and only 1 attempt.
Yeah, Toby, he's got good foot speed, but just not a base stealer. When then you have a guy like Travis, who probably faster than Toby, but leads the squad with 10 stolen bags. That's just part of Travis's game. Down the count, 1-2. Another throw over. Stathopoulos very concerned with Thomas as he dives back in.
Even with 2 strikes, it's interesting to see because you 2 strikes, you just need the 1 out away, 1 strike away. Why not just go after the batter and focus on him and Harrison? I mean, you're ahead in the count 1-2. But like I said, he is very concerned with Thomas at first base.
The other thing for Stathopoulos is it would be one thing if Thomas represented the tying run or a go-ahead run.
Yeah.
But it's a 3-0 game. The Otters not wanting to waste outs. 1-2 pitch, he does go, so he had the right ideas. It's fouled back to the screen. I guess that's why they're smarter than us. Stathopoulos obviously knew something we didn't. And I think part of the thinking there.
The National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern White County in southeastern Illinois, central Gallatin County, Illinois, southern Vanderburgh County in southwestern Indiana, southern Posey County in southwestern Indiana, Henderson County in northwestern Kentucky, northeastern Crittenden County, Kentucky, Union County in northwestern Kentucky, western Webster County in northwestern Kentucky until 8:15 p.m. At 7:40. Moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Expect damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Evansville, Henderson, Mount Vernon, Morganfield, Sturgis, Shawneetown, Breckenridge Center, Clay, Uniontown, Dixon, Corden, Robards, New Haven, Waverly, Old Shawneetown, Wheatcroft, and Junction. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm. 9 p.m. for the following counties in Kentucky, Crittenden, Henderson, Union, and Webster, and the following counties in Illinois, Gallatin and White, and the following counties in Indiana, Posey and Vanderburgh.
Evansville Otters baseball, which, you know, is what it is, as Tyler Vale finishes up his warm-up tosses for the top of the 5th. Travis Harrison struck out swinging to end the 4th. The Otters went down scoreless for the 4th straight frame to open this ball game. The Otters have only scored 6 runs here in the series. I mean, the same can be said about Gateway, who are now up to 9. It's been a very low-scoring series thus far after yesterday's doubleheader. Just 12 runs total across the 2 games. So we've seen very good pitching, and Tyler Vale will try to continue that trend. He's allowed 3 runs, but working into the 5th here, we'll have Blake Brown to lead things off, as it's Brown, Santos, and Gonzalez, 2, 3, and 4 in the Grizzlies order. Vale, the big righty, out on the mound trying to get his 5th batter in a row dating back to the 3rd inning. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Brown well late on the moving 2-seamer. 3-0 Gateway, top of the fifth. Brown leading us off. Here's the 0-1. Slider yanked down and away as that one nearly skips in, and it's 1-1 on Brown, who's 0 for 2, a fly out to left and a fly out to right.
Yeah, kind of like Jeff Gardner, Blake Brown's numbers are kind of down this year, especially in the power category, compared to what we saw last year here at Boston Field.
1-1, almost the same exact pitch as Vale tosses a slider outside. It's 2-1. Brown, when the Grizzlies were here for the first time, was hitting around 300, and has now seen his average dip back down to 267. As he awaits the 2-1, here it comes. Slider cued off the end of the bat down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It's going to roll all the way into the Otters bullpen. Brown racing around first. He's going for 2, and he'll make it in there standing. As on the little squibber down the first base line, it lands fair. It's a double for Brown, and a leadoff base runner for the Grizzlies.
Again, just kind of...
The National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern White County in southeastern Illinois, central Gallatin County, Illinois, southern Vanderburgh County in southwestern Indiana, southern Posey County in southwestern Indiana, Henderson County in northwestern Kentucky, northeastern Crittenden County, Kentucky, Union County in northwestern Kentucky, western Webster County in northwestern Kentucky until 8:15 p.m. At 7:40 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 8 miles southeast of Carmi to near Shawneetown, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Evansville, Henderson, Mount Vernon, Morganfield, Sturgis, Shawneetown, Breckenridge Center, Clay, Uniontown, Dixon, Corden, Robards, New Haven, Waverly, Old Shawneetown, Wheatcroft, and Junction. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8:15 p.m. for the following counties: in Kentucky, Crittenden, Henderson, Union, and Webster, and the following counties: in Illinois, Gallatin and White, and the following counties: in Indiana, Posey and Vanderburgh.
Home runs, 28 driven in on the season. Trying to extend this to a 4-0 lead for Gateway. Vale comes set. Twirls the 3-1. Splitter misses down and away as he works around Santos and issues the free pass. At the very least, that puts the double play in order now. Runners at first and second, and nobody out for Matt Gonzalez.
Number 6, left fielder Matt Gonzalez.
And we apologize, honestly. We can't control when we're taking off the air sometimes. Another emergency alert system, but...
We're just trying to keep you safe out there.
Yeah. If you want to go storm chase and listen to Otters baseball, get the best of both worlds.
All in one spot. We do it all for you. So, to recap, it's runners at first and second, nobody out, top of the fifth. Matt Gonzalez hitting from the right side. Gateway leads 3-0. He shows bunt on the first pitch and pops it back to the screen for strike one. Brown doubled down the right field line to open up the inning, and then Santos walked on 5 pitches. And now here's Gonzalez, the cleanup man. He's 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. Now is deep to right center field off the base of the wall. Showed bunt on the first pitch, but fouled it back, so it's 0-1. Brown at second, Santos at first. DeLuca issues the orders from Andy McCauley on how they want to defend this bunt. Thomas shaded up the middle, Cruz even with the third base bag. That's grown in a few steps towards the first base bag, with Lytle playing just behind the runner.
So it's like Garrett Harris is kind of starting to get loose down the Evansville bullpen.
Vale set. Uncorks the 0-1. Gonzalez not showing bunt, instead takes a slider in the dirt. Good block by DeLuca. So the runners will have to stay where they are. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. That's going to prompt a meeting between DeLuca and Vale as he hand delivers the ball out to Tyler. Yeah, Garrett Harris starting to get a little bit hot down in the Otters bullpen. Not a whole lot of urgency from him right now. But Vale in quite a thick of trouble. Runners at first and second, nobody out, trying to keep this game under control. The Otters now trailing 3-0, top of the fifth inning, and nobody out. 1-1 count on Gonzalez, 279 on the season. Now 7 for his last 18 as well. The 1-1. Slider swung on and missed a good pitch from Vale as Gonzalez chases outside for strike 2.
And talking about DeLuca behind the plate, he's only been here for, a little over a week now. He seems to have made it his own defensively. I mean, he's done a good job of learning these pitchers in a short amount of time and really handling the staff, I feel like.
The Otters have been very fortunate with their backstops so far this year. Vale's 1-2. Slider misses outside as that was where DeLuca was set up, but Gonzalez doesn't chase, so it's 2-2. The Otters' backstops have been A, very good with the bat, which is always a plus, and B, defensively, all the backstops the Otters have been solid so far this year, and you can't ask for more than that.
In terms of calling the game, it seems like when it's kind of a tough situation, he knows the one pitch that needed to get out of it. Calls a pretty good game from my perspective.
2-2 pitch. Slider swung on and missed as Vale dials up the slider down and away. Gonzalez goes whiffing on it. He's down on strikes for the second time tonight. 4 in the game for Vale and a big first out.
Big out, like you said, and now that just puts the double play to end the inning. A possible factor here for Tyler Vale to just get that ground ball.
Number 8,
the Otters are coming off the series that they played in Florence before the Southern Illinois sweep, where they turned 6 double plays in that 3-game set, which is mightily impressive. Normally you don't see more than 1 or 2 chances a game. The Otters managed 6 as here's Shane Martirosian. So he swings at the first pitch and lines it foul down the third base side towards the Gateway bullpen. And it's 0-1. Martirosian 2 for 2. Singled and scored his first time up, then an RBI single his last time up. So he's got 3 hits here in the series, now 3 for 7. Batting from the left side, Brown at second, Santos at first, 1 away. The Otters trying to contain this to a 3-0 game right now, Gateway in front. Vale set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Once again, late on it as Martirosian shoots it foul on the left-hand side, and it's 0-2.
We saw that slider to the right-handed batter to get the strikeout. You've also, to me, it looks like it's been his best pitch almost. And I would go to it right here as well, even with a left-handed batter.
Tyler's also been incorporating a splitter lately. It was his last start, the first time he used it this year. So we'll see what he goes with here. DeLuca setting up low. Vale looks back to second, the 0-2. Spikes in a pitch there as that looked like either a fastball or a splitter. Either way, Martirosian lays off, and it's 1-2. Tyler actually said that splitter was the pitch he went to in 2016 when he was here with Evansville, but then he ran into some arm problems in 2017 and scrapped the pitch before deciding, my changeup hasn't been working for me. I got to try something new. There are a couple guys on the staff that throw effective splitters. Garrett Harris, one of them. Keanu Cummings, another. So we had a couple of other brains to pick to be able to see, okay, how can I get this pitch to work?
And that might include changing the grip a little bit, changing the arm angle.
Now 1-2 on Martirosian. Vale with a look back to second. Cranks and fires the 1-2. Fastball behind the back of Martirosian all the way to the backstop. Everybody's going to advance 90 feet. As to third goes Brown, up to second Santos. And there's 2 in scoring position with 1 out.
And that's just trying to do too much on that last one there from Vale. He's trying to force himself to get out of this inning, and that's what happens. He tried to put a little extra behind it.
So Vale in dire need of a strikeout now. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Gateway leading 3-0, top of the 5th inning. Martirosian with a 2-2 count on him. Otters infield, the middle infield will stay back. Corners playing even with their respective bases. Vale still from the stretch, working from the first base side of the rubber. Kicks and deals the 2-2. Thrown down the left field side, but slicing out of play as that's on top of the party tent. in left field ground, and it's 2-2.
And the equivalent from the offensive standpoint that I can speak to that is that basically if you see a batter and all of a sudden they just try to swing as hard as they can, put everything into it in their whole body, their mechanics get thrown off. And I think that's kind of what happened there from the pitching standpoint.
Yeah, Tyler just trying to overthrow that fastball. It'll make the perfect pitch.
Something just gets thrown out of whack when you try to do a little extra, it feels like, every time.
So it's still 2-2 on Martirosian. 3-0 Gateway in front, top of the 5th inning. 1 gone. 2 men in scoring position for the Grizzlies, trying to extend their advantage. 2-2 again. Splitter misses down and away as Vale can't get Martirosian to chase, and the count's full 3-2. Tyler does have an open base to work with at first. On deck is Cam Adams, somebody he has retired twice today. So if Tyler chooses, he could just go after Adams on deck. Payoff pitch. Looped in the air to right field. Gardner coming on. He'll have to play it on a hop. 1 run's going to score as Santos had to wait at second as the throw comes all the way home and nearly gets Brown, who slides in safely as he was back to the bag to tag. But either way, he comes home to score. It's a bloop single for Martirosian, his 3rd hit of the game, and it's 4-0 Gateway.
Pretty good arm out there in right field for the Otters. Jeff Gardner didn't get the out, but still, I would say calling that, say that it got there on the fly, and that was a pretty darn good throw to make it even close. Like I said, good thing, obviously, the hesitation at third allowed that to happen.
Now here comes Max Peterson, and he's going to go to the bullpen. Garrett Harris going to come on for Tyler Vale, who's done after 4 1/3. Giving up 4 runs, still responsible for the 2 men on base. We'll have a pitching change, and we'll be back with Gateway leading 4-0 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vandenberg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Tyler Vale's done after 4 1/3 innings. He allows 7 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Currently on the hook for 4 runs, but responsible for both runners on base right now, as it's the 6'3", 228-pound righty from Navasota, Texas, Garrett Harris, to come on and pitch. First time he's pitched in over a week after throwing an inning and 2/3 at the Florence Freedom when he picked up a loss, giving up 1 run on 3 hits. As the Otters drop that opener against the Freedom, Garrett's 1-1 with a 4.42 ERA, 20 strikeouts in 20 1/3 innings against 9 walks and 18 hits allowed. Comes in here with runners at first and third, 1 out. Cam Adams due up. Catcher hitting from the right side against the righty Harris. Adams 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. Harris the high leg kick, the first pitch. Slider on the inside corner as he drops it in for strike 1.
Garrett Harris, this is kind of a type of pitcher that every team kind of needs. They need a guy who can basically just do just enough and also eat innings, and that's what he does. He has been the innings eater out of the bullpen for Evansville.
0-1, runner goes, throw from DeLuca down to second is low, but picked by Cronin as that saved a run. Martirosian steals his second base of the game. It was a called strike 2 on Adams. So now it'll be runners at second and third, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top half of the 5th inning with Gateway leading now 4-0. Adams will have to fight to try and get that run home from third.
DeLuca not happy with the throw that he had there on that one, but still having the awareness, though, despite being disappointed with himself, to get in a stance to be ready for a possible play at home if that runner from third and Santos decided to take off.
0-2, little bloop to the second baseman, Cronin, who traversed back to the grass but comes in a few steps onto the dirt. Adams just threw his bat at that one, and the short pop-up caught by Cronin for the second out. A nice pitch there from Harris, not giving in to Adams on the 0-2 count, throwing somebody outside of the zone, forcing him to chase, which Adams does, gets the pop-out. Runners stay put at second and third. It's still 4-0 Gateway. But if the Otters can get out of this inning with just 1 run allowed, that's got to feel like a big success and hopefully provide a little momentum to the offense right now. It'll be up to Jeff Cardenas. He's 1 for 2 in this one, but with another RBI single, he's got 3 ribbies here in this series. First pitch. Splitter called strike 1 on the outside corner as Harris drops it in 0-1. Cardenas hitting from the left side, rests the bat on his shoulder, the 0-1. Splitter just off the outside corner. So that one tumbles just outside for ball 1. Cardenas came into this series hitting under 200, but he's now back at the 200 mark. Was 2 for his last 12, but now 2 for his last 5 over the past 3 games. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He chased down to the dirt. Nice block by DeLuca. And staying at third is Santos as he can't advance. It's 1-2.
It's a good block there by DeLuca. And got away a little bit, but kept it in front of him, and that's the key. Able to still keep his eyes on it while keeping one eye toward third as well.
It's 1-2 on Cardenas. 2 outs, 2 men on. 4-0 Gateway leads. The 1-2 pitch. Splitter swung on and missed. Harris comes in out of the bullpen and shuts the door on the frame as it's just 1 run for Gateway. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Halfway home in this one. It's Gateway 4 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Joe Lytle leads us off in the bottom half of the 5th inning as the Otters now trail 4-0 after the Grizzlies put up 1 in the top half of the 5th inning. Lytle, DeLuca, and Colin against Tassos Stathopoulos, who has been brilliant thus far. 3 strikeouts, just 2 hits allowed, no walks. So he winds and fires his first pitch of the fifth, and Lytle sends it screaming back to the screen for strike one. Lytle popped out to second his first time up. Evansville can only muster 2 hits thus far in this one, but a lot of ball game left. They still got some time to mount a comeback at this point. They were down by the same scoreline against Southern Illinois, the 0-1. Slow breaking ball off the outside corner, 1-1, going into the bottom of the fifth when they mounted that 4-run rally back on Saturday.
I mean, a little more Otter magic. We've seen quite a bit of it, it seems like, lately here at Bossfield during this homestand.
The 1-1. Little tapper out to the shortstop Sakurai, who charges, gloves the tough hop, and throws to first as he handles that one well, charging in towards the middle of the diamond to get Lytle 6-3 on the putout.
That middle infield for Gateway tonight has made a few impressive plays here. This obviously charging in, but again, just an off-balance throw with Lytle really booking it down the line.
I'm just glad Cadcodian's not playing short anymore, because calling a Cadcodian to Martirosian double play was
That's what I was wondering.
Not fun.
How long did it take you to practice Martirosian, Cadcodian, and Stathopoulos, the starting pitcher?
It is, if I'll look it up in the game notes 1 sec as the first pitch comes home to DeLuca. It's a fastball down low. Tassos Stathopoulos' full name, Anastasios Ioannis Stathopoulos. The second Greek freak. The 1-0. Breaking ball loops in for a called strike one at the belt on the inside corner. Stathopoulos actually from Flushing, New York, home of the New York Mets. Went to Rhode Island.
It'll be a tough one for a spelling bee, though.
1-1 pitch. Luca fouls it back to the screen, 1-2. Otters trail 4-0, bottom of the fifth inning, 1 out, nobody on. DeLuca at the plate, flew out to shallow right his first time up. Now down in the count, 1-2. Did you watch the Scripps National Spelling Bee?
Not this year. I can't remember why I didn't. But I normally do watch, especially obviously like when it gets to the final stages, because some of those words and how they're able to spell them, I have no idea.
I happened to turn it on after one of our Sunday games, I think. And boy, I will tell you, some of those kids, they are talented. 1-2. Down in the dirt, DeLuca takes 2-2. And also, shout out to ESPN's production team on that.
Yeah.
They don't just say, okay, we're going to the spelling bee, throw one camera in there. They go all out.
They go all out.
Full graphics. They got instant replay.
It's crazy.
They got dual camera action.
Gotta get that reaction when they get it right. The fist pumps. It's a little bit more complicated with those words than what I was used to in elementary school spelling bee.
2-2, loop behind short, out goes Sakurai. He leaps and makes the catch on the backhand. What a snag from Brent Sakurai, going over his shoulder out towards shallow left. The leaping grab for the second out of the inning.
I was talking about the middle infield and how impressive they've been tonight defensively, but Sakurai just made himself a fourth outfielder going back. And again, he's not really that tall of a guy out there either. Not a lot of height, but good reach to get up there and get to that one and still hold on to it on the follow-through, falling down, rolling over a little bit. Making it over the shoulder, too. That's tough.
Phenomenal play by Sakurai, as the Otters just haven't had any breaks go their way today. A couple phenomenal defensive plays for Gateway, as here comes Hunter Cullen. 2 outs, nobody on. The first pitch. Fastball called strike one, just at the knees on the inside half. 0-1, 2 outs, nobody on base. Otters looking to avoid going down in order for the fourth time tonight, or third time rather. Hunter from the left side of the plate, the 0-1. Good fastball by Stathopoulos, bites onto the inside corner, just on the black. It's 0-2.
Colin's seen a lot of playing time, obviously, here this past week with Taylor resting and hopefully getting back soon in the lineup.
0-2 on Cullen. He's 0-for-1, flew out to center. Stathopoulos kicks and deals the 0-2. Fastball sails high and away. Easy take for Cullen. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hunter Cullen has been a serviceable extra outfielder for the Otters this year. There's no doubt about it, especially with his defense. Trying to get that average to go up offensively, but again, he's just done what they've asked of him. That's basically all you can do.
1-2 pitch. Flashed out foul right towards the Grizzlies dugout as Hunter spoils that fastball, 1-2. And Hunter, for him, it's really, probably part of it is not getting enough consecutive playing time to get into a groove at the plate, and we've seen him a little bit of power. He's got a couple doubles on the year, a triple as well against Gateway. He can swing the bat, but the better assets he brings, defense out in center and his foot speed, really are irreplaceable. 1-2, hit on the ground towards the right side. Martirosian into the hole. The second baseman scoops it up just onto the outfield grass and throws out Cullen to end the inning. So that's all for the Otters here in the frame. We'll go to the sixth. It's Gateway 4 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Signorama Evansville for their support this season. Signorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Signorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at signorama.com/in-Evansville. Signorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Boy, howdy.
We go to the top half of the sixth inning. It's still 4-0 Gateway as Garrett Harris heads back out to the mound as the revolving door in Bill McCune's chair continues. I now welcome Colin Miller into the seat occupied by the legend. Colin, how are you doing today?
It's a privilege to step in here and fill in for the great McCune, Bill McCune. Hopefully we can bring some good luck into the studio here.
Now the Otters right now trailing 4-0 as it'll be 8-9-1 for the Grizzlies here. Sakurai, Livesey, and Kadkodian in the frame as Garrett Harris working out for another inning, coming in out of the bullpen, getting the final 2 outs of the 5th. As here's Sakurai, he's 0 for 2. Takes a first pitch fastball from Harris, traces the outside corner 0-1. Garrett making his first relief appearance in nearly 9 days, so he's got a lot of rest in his arm right now. So far, he's looked the part, retired both batters he faced. The pop out to second and a strikeout. The 0-1 to Sakurai. Fastball a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, you saw Garrett Harris come in and finish the last inning strong. We'll see if he can continue that here.
Garrett, fastball splitter, also possesses a slider, but mainly just the first 2 pitches. Sakurai from the right side of the plate, the 1-1. Harris yanks a fastball down and away, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Sakurai came into today hitting under the Mendoza line at just 183 on the season. Reached on an error his first time up before flying up to right on a nice play by Gardner, drifting towards the right field line. It's 4-0 Gateway, top of the 6th inning here in the rubber match of this 3-game set. The 2-1. Harris fires a fastball at the knees, called strike 2 as he pours it over the heart of the plate. And the count back to even on Sakurai.
We'll see if he shows the split finger here, if he sticks with the fastball.
Garrett actually had to be fooled for quite a bit of time. I believed his splitter was actually a slider. And then I sat down and talked with him as the 2-2 comes home. It's a fastball all the way to the backstop as he yanks it way outside. And the count's full, 3-2, and I asked him, your slider's been really filthy lately. He said, I actually haven't been throwing my slider that much. It's actually the splitter. I'm just like, but it drops so much. He said, yeah, I know. It's just the way it is. So Garrett, just phenomenal movement on that pitch, and that's effective enough for a reliever coming out of the pen. You have 2 good pitches, 2+ pitches. You'll find yourself in some pretty key roles. See pitches here, nobody on, nobody out, top of the 6th. Gateway by 4. Payoff pitch way upstairs. Sakurai bends out of the way. Leadoff walk, not what Harris was looking for here to begin the 6th. As Sakurai trots down to first and Livesey steps to the plate.
Yeah, that one got away from him there. We'll see maybe if he can roll one up the middle and get a double play here.
The Otters will shift their infield to double play depth. Slidell holds on the runner at first. Cruz playing even with the bag at third as the 9-hole hitter Cody Livesey stands in. He's 0 for 2. Batting from the left side, Sakurai at first. Harris from the set. The high leg kick runner goes. Bunt is missed as the throw down to second's well late. So with the high leg kick from Harris, Sakurai able to easily steal second as that's his second stolen bag of the season. He's up to second with nobody out as Livesey took a called strike one, showed bunt just as a bluff and took it back. I imagine now he'll probably be bunting, get Sakurai to third, and get Gateway their 5th run of the game, potentially with Katkodian on deck. Sakurai now at second, nobody out, 4-0 Gateway here in the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch. Livesey does not show bunt, instead watches a splitter that bounces out in front of home, blocked by DeLuca, and the runner Sakurai has to stay at second.
Great job by DeLuca keeping that ball in front of him, not letting the runner advance to third.
That's been a big point of emphasis for the Otters lately, as in yesterday's game, tying run came home to score in the 7th inning on a passed ball for Mike Rizzatello. Mike normally very short-handed behind the plate. You usually count on him for anything, but unfortunately a mishap at a rather crucial time, but Mike showing his worth with his arm and his blocking ability as always, as it's 1-1 on Livesey. Here's the pitch, high and outside for ball 2, 2-1. Nobody warming up down in the Otters bullpen right now, so this is Harris's jam to get out of. Runner at second, nobody out, top half of the 6th inning. Livesey 0 for 2, struck out swinging his last time up. That was against Tyler Vale, also popped out to short. That game with runners at first and second. Now Sakurai at second after the leadoff walk and stolen base. 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses down and in. It's 3-1 on Livesey, and Harris in danger of walking the first 2 batters of the inning.
Yeah, you see Harris struggling with his control just a little bit here. We'll see if he can pound the strike zone.
The 3-1. Slapped at foul on the third base side. Cruz giving chase, but that one's going to drop in out of play. It's Manny with a good bit of hustle, but no dice for him. And it counts full 3-2 for the second straight hitter. Evansville hoping to avoid losing their first series here at home since the opener against the Washington Wild Things. The Otters have gone 5 straight consecutive series here at home, winning all of them. Rubber match here against Gateway. Evansville, the first time these two teams met up for a 3-game series at Bosse, took the rubber match 11-5. But now in this one, down 4-0, top of the 6th inning. Runner at second, nobody out. Payoff pitch. Fastball called strike 3 as Livesey rung up for the first out here in the top half of the 6th. The big one for Harris as he sets them down, and Sakurai forced to stay at second.
See Livesey just looking at that one. That one looked right down the middle to me.
And Purnell, in classic fashion, not very emphatic with the strikeout call. Waited a little bit. Livesey turned and looked back and hoped that he wasn't going to move, but unfortunately for him, the home plate man said, nope, you're out. First out of the frame as the lineup turns over for Artemis Katkodian. First pitch. It's a slider high in the air to pretty deep center field. Racing Cohen back in front of the track. He'll make the catch. So settle up and toss it back into the cutoff man, Toby Thomas. Up to third goes Sakurai.
See, Cullen got a great jump on that ball right there. He was able to catch that one no problem with his speed out there in center field.
Yeah, Hunter very good defensively as he has been all season long. One of his key assets that he brings to the table. And able to get that one there as Katkodian hit it well, but not well enough as Cullen able to track it down. So with 2 outs and a runner at third, it'll be up to Blake Brown to extend the Gateway Grizzlies lead. It's 4-0 top half of the 6th inning. Otters been shut out through the first 5 frames by Tasso Stathopoulos. Brown stands in. He's 1 for 3 with a bloop double his last time up down the right field line. Right on right matchup. First pitch, slider on the outside corner as Harris hucks it over for strike 1.
It's a great location with that slider there. Not much Brown could have done with that pitch.
We saw Brown swing at that very similar pitch his last time up and was able to bloop that double. More luck than anything. The 0-1. That slider hangs way upstairs for ball 1 above the eyes of Brown. So he landed it right on the chalk down the right field side. Not hit hard, but hit perfectly. as Brown was able to garner the 2-base hit, his 8th of the season. Now hitting here with a man at third, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. It's 4-0 Gateway. Brown with 25 driven in on the season. The 1-1 flown in the air down the right field side, curling towards the Otters bullpen. Gardner giving chase. That's going to land out of play on top of the right field tent. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brown.
It's a big pitch here to get out of the inning with no runs.
Otters trying to keep it a 4-0 game. Brown standing in from the right side. Harris with his mitt against his chest now puts ball to glove as he comes set at the shoulders. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Harris blows the fastball by Brown for strike 3 and gets out of the inning with no runs home for the Grizzlies. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's Evansville 4 and Gateway nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
It's been the Tasso Stathopoulos show thus far here in Evansville as he's tossed 5 scoreless innings against the Otters, allowing just 2 hits in the game as well. As we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's 4-0 the score as Evansville trails here in the rubber match of this series. Manny Cruz leads it off for the Otters. 1 for 1 with a base hit his first time up, an infield single, and Sakurai nearly made a phenomenal play up the middle. But Cruz was able to beat it out for what was then the first base runner of the game for Evansville. 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Otters trailing by 4. First pitch. Slow breaking ball hangs upstairs as Cruz waves it away from him for ball 1.
We'll see if Cruz can stay hot here. He had a big home run yesterday over the left field wall.
Yeah, Cruz's home run gave the Otters a 3-2 lead at the time. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball swoops on into the inside corner. It's 1-1. Although the Otters would give up that lead, they did come back in grand fashion with a 2-run 7th inning for their first walk-off victory of the year. 1-1 to Cruz. Fastball fought off the hands, popped up foul. Catcher Adams giving chase by the Otters dugout, but he runs out of real estate as it lands out of play for strike 2. Cruz taking his time getting back to the plate as Adams resumes his post behind the dish. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs leading off the bottom half of the 6th inning with Evansville down by 4.
Cruz is a very smooth player at the bat and out in the field.
1-2 pitch. Down in the dirt. Good take by Cruz, 2-2. Have you ever heard his walk-up song?
Yeah.
Suave.
I was able to film his interview talking about that, and that apparently it means smooth or smoothly in his his native language.
2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3 on the inside corner as Cruz watches it by. Doesn't like the call as he slams his hand against his bat. Rung up looking for the first out of the 6th. So now here's David Cronin as the lineup turns over. David probably had the hardest hit ball of the day, but nothing to show for it as he flew out to deep right center field. 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hitting .325 on the season. 12 runs driven in for the Otters second baseman. Digs in from the left side. Evansville still trailing by 4, 1 away in the 6th. First pitch. Breaking ball misses outside for ball 1 as Cronin watches it fly by. And he jumps ahead of the count here to start the at-bat. Nighttime has fully dawned on us here as the sky is dark. The lights are on in full force here at Bosse Field for this rubber match. The 1-0. Chopped on the ground down the third base line, just foul. As Kadkodian fields it on the foul side of the third base bag, and it's 1-1 on Cronin.
So far, that weather has stayed away from Bosse Field. Thankfully, we can get a full game in here.
Oh, I hope you didn't speak too soon. You'll learn there's something called the broadcaster's jinx. You say something that you think's not going to happen.
That's right.
And by golly, it is going to happen. The 1-1. Cronin lines it right back up the middle, just over the glove of Stathopoulos as he nearly snared it on the mound. But an absolute beeline onto center as Cronin picks up his first hit of the day, and it's a one-out base runner for Ryan Long.
He sure hit that ball on the button. It's good to have some speed on the bases. Hopefully we can get something going here.
That brings up Long. He's popped out to second, also lined out to second on a fine play by Shane Martirosian, diving to his left towards the right field side. It's still 4-0 Gateway here in the rubber match of this 3-game set. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Otters just picked up their third hit of the game. Just those 3 base runners as Stathopoulos has struck out 4, walked none, and allowed 3 hits. Long at the plate, digging in from the left side. Cronin with his lead off of first. Santos holds him on. Stathopoulos set above the belt. The leg kick, the pitch. Swung on and missed as Long way out in front of that looping breaking ball. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, you see that very slow pitch coming in there. It's hard to stay back on that one.
Looks like a grapefruit coming in, and he just can't hold back. Cronin takes his lead. 0-1. Long shows bunt, but tips it at the plate as that deflects off the home plate umpire. And strike 2 as he saw the third baseman Kadkodian back. Took the opportunity to try and bunt for a base hit, so it's 0-2. And I'm not sure what James Purnell is talking to Stathopoulos out halfway in between the plate and the mound. Possibly telling him, you almost balked or something like that. I didn't notice anything peculiar on that play, but nonetheless, it's 0-2 on Long.
Could have been giving the catcher some time there. It looked like it might have got him in the ankle or off the shin.
So Long chokes up on the bat, 0-2. Cronin at first, middle infield at double play depth, 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Throw over to first and Cronin back in safely. Otters trailing 4-0. As right now, if they could mount a comeback, it would tie their largest comeback of the season. That was against Southern Illinois back on Saturday when they rallied from 4 down to win that ball game 8-6. Stathopoulos ready. Roxon delivers the 0-2. Popped high in the air behind home plate, but that's going to drift out of play on top of our heads. So that lands on top of the Bosse Field roof, and it's still 0-2 on Long.
Choose the best and never regret it.
Long takes his time, lumbers back in from the left side. Cronin with a conservative lead at first. Stathopoulos ready. Holding on the mound. Now brings the 0-2 again. Fastball way upstairs as that's above the eyes of Long. And he leaves it there to get one back. It's 1-2.
Looked like maybe a waste pitch or a pitch out there.
Just trying to change the eye level of Ryan at the plate. A hard man to strike out. He's punched out 24 times on the season. Has also walked 22 as well, as he's got a keen eye of the strike zone. Now 1-2, Cronin at first. Here's the pitch. That gets long on the ankle as he tries to jump over top the pitch, but it gets him on the leg. He'll trot on down to first, and it might hurt, but the Otters will take it at this point as they need base runners aplenty, and that's now 2 on with 1 out for Toby Thomas. And long up, he's fine as that one got him in the calf. So that pitch was destined for his ankles, and thankfully by jumping, caught it higher on his leg rather than lower. He's now time called as out comes the pitching coach for the Grizzlies, Richard Barrett. He'll have a conversation as an arm starts to get loose in the Grizzlies bullpen rather.
Yeah, Ryan Long was way behind in the count there. I'm sure he's glad to get on base there, even though it may have hurt a little.
Well, you'll take the bruise at this point. So the Otters just 3 hits in the game. That's now their 5th base runner overall, 2 here in the 6th. Runners at first and second, 1 away. Toby Thomas due up, who has one of the 3 Otters hits here in this ball game. Meeting on the mound adjourned by the home plate umpire James Purnell. And we'll get back to baseball. It's 4-0 Gateway, bottom half of the 6th inning. 2 men on, 1 out. And the wind really started to whip out towards right center field. As you can see, the umbrellas on the Bud Light Line patio nearly getting blown over. My goodness. Again, one of them is about to get blown away.
I may have spoke too soon, folks.
Don't see any rain yet, but you can definitely feel the air pressure changing as well as the temperature as Thomas stands in right on right matchup. 1 out, 2 on. First pitch. Breaking ball ripped down the left field line. That's going to be fair and go all the way to the wall. 1 run's going to score. Long going to third. He's being waved home by McCauley. The throw to the plate is going to be late as Long tumbles home and taps the plate for a 2-run double for Toby Thomas. And the Otters have cut the deficit in half. It's a 4-2 ball game on the 2-run double for Toby Thomas.
Big time hit from Thomas there. Let's see if we can capitalize off of that.
Andy McCauley aggressive down in the third base coach's box, sending Long, who tried to head first slide, but more or less somersaulted over the plate. It's a 2-run double for Thomas, up to 28 ribbies on the season. It's now a 4-2 ball game, and in steps Jeff Gardner with the wind absolutely gusting out there in center, straight out to right. The first pitch. Gardner takes a fastball high for ball 1. Toby just took the first pitch he saw and laced it down the left field line. Good piece of hitting. The second time he's done that today. He's 2 for 3. It's 1-0 on Gardner. Thomas at second, 1 away, 4-2 the score. The pitch. Fastball drifts down and away, and it's a hitter's count, 2-0 for Gardner, who's popped out to third in foul ground his first 2 times up.
You mentioned Thomas's batting average earlier. Hopefully with that he can inch back up there into the 300s.
Now he'll be getting pretty close. 2 for 3 tonight. Now the 2-0 coming home to Gardner. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He had thoughts of tying this ball game, but the high fastball gets by him. It's 2-1.
Yeah, 2-0 count there. He was going to take a hack and see if he could send it over that right field fence.
And the wind continuing to absolutely blow straight out to right field. It's the flags in center field. This is the hardest I've seen them blow this season. 2-1 the count. Thomas at second, 1 out, 4-2. Otters trail. The pitch. Fastball down and away. Gardner with a keen eye, able to watch it into the mitt of Adams for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Travis Harrison on deck. Stathopoulos set. The 3-1 offering. Swung on and missed. Gardner late on the fastball on the outside edge. Swings through it. And the count's full, 3-2. Southpaw continues to warm down in the Grizzlies bullpen as the leash on Stathopoulos gets ever tighter. 3-2 on Gardner. Thomas at second. Otters trailing by 2. Payoff pitch. Inside for ball 4 as Gardner spins out of the way. He nearly hit him. Runners at first and second. The Otters have put the tying run on base as in steps Travis Harrison, who has struck out twice against Athopoulos so far tonight.
Number 17, the designated hitter, Travis Harrison.
And despite having struck out against Athopoulos twice tonight, the Otters have the right man at the plate. Harrison has been as hot as can be lately, and with runners in scoring position, hitting a team-leading .386 on the season. Right-on-right matchup, runners at first and second. The first pitch laced down the left field side, but that's going to hook way foul as he turned on the first pitch he saw for strike 1.
Yeah, a little bit out in front there. You mentioned earlier this pitcher's speed throwing us off, getting us out in front a little bit.
Harrison down in the count 0-1, 29 RBIs on the season. That leads the team. Thomas at second, Gardner at first. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's 4-2. Gateway leads, but the Otters have put the tying run on base. 0-1 on Harrison. The pitch looped in the air to center field. Livesey coming on strong. He dives in. He can't make the play as it's by him. Everybody's going to move up one base as Livesey had it deflect off his glove. Thomas up to third, Gardner to second, and Harrison aboard with the Texas Leaguer base hit. It wasn't pretty, but it'll do the job for Travis Harrison. As the bloop base knock drops in, Livesey nearly with a spectacular diving stop. But he can't get it to stick in his glove, as that's going to be all for Tassos Stathopoulos. He gets through 5 1/3, but with the bases loaded and 1 out. Phil Warren's going to go to the bullpen. Southpaw's coming on. We'll take a break. Bases loaded for the Otters. They trail 4-2 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Habitat for Humanity Evansville and the University of Evansville are pleased to announce the Purple Crew Signature Program. The Purple Crew is a program for all UE students, alumni, faculty, and staff to help build houses and earn hours. The goal of the Purple Crew is to help Habitat for Humanity reach its goal of 500 homes this year. Want to get involved? Simply go to Habitat's website, evansvillehabitat.org/volunteer. Then click on the Volunteer Now banner. Register with Habitat as a volunteer and then select days you can build. You can also register as a team. It'll be a fun environment, and after 15 hours, you get a Purple Crew t-shirt.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Otters have chased Tassos Stathopoulos from this game after 5 1/3. He's on the hook for 2 runs, but is responsible for all 3 runners on base as the bases are loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming on to pitch is Colton Freeman. Previously a member of the Evansville Otters, never pitched in a game here for Evansville. So far for this season for Gateway, this will be his 16th appearance. 0-1 in 16 2/3 innings this season. He's punched out 26. That's the good. The bad, 18 walks and 11 hits. His control has eluded him sometimes. 6'1", 210 pounds from the University of Alabama, the Crimson Tide. The southpaw on here to face Joe Lytle. The base is loaded and 1 out. A single should tie this game. Otters at every base. Lytle 0 for 2 against Athopoulos. A pop out and a ground out to short. Left on left matchup. Freeman will work from the middle of the rubber. Comes set at the letters. Looks back to second. The first pitch Fires a fastball down and away for ball one.
Big spot here for Joe Lytle. You still see those flags violently whipping towards right field, right center area.
Lytle 3 RBIs on the season. As Ducks out on the pond here, 1 out, bases juice, the 1-0. Watches a pitch spin on to the outside corner as Freeman authors the first strike to Lytle. It's 1-1. Freeman has had a few days off, hasn't pitched since June 24th against Normal. The 1-1. Flown in the air to left field, not all too deep. Gonzalez has it now racing in. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Thomas, but he's going to hold as the throw comes home all the way on the fly. As that ball got pushed in quite a bit by the wind. Gonzalez got a running start towards the plate. Thomas not taking any chances from third as Lytle flies out to left for the second out.
That was a bullet from left field. I'm not sure Thomas had a chance at all there.
So it'll be up to Joe DeLuca. The switch-hitting catcher will bat from the right side here. The first time this season he'll hit from the right side. He's naturally a right-handed batter. He says he has more power from the right side, but better contact from the left. And another interesting note is he has the C-flap on his helmet that protects his jaw when he's batting from the left side, but here, batting from the right side, it's on the opposite end, so no protection for him. As he digs in, Freeman on the mound, bases loaded, 2 outs, Otters trail 4-2. The first pitch swung on and missed as DeLuca was trying to bring them all home with one swing of the bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that was a big cut there. He was really trying to show off that right-handed power.
DeLuca 0-2, flew out to right, also popped out to short. Thomas at third, Gardner at second, Harrison at first, 2 away. Otters down by 2, bottom of the 6th. The 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, good take by DeLuca. He's leveled the count at 1 apiece. Freeman's last outing was a stellar one against Normal. Through 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and punched out 5 of the 8 batters he faced. It's 1-1 on DeLuca. 2 outs. Otters at every base. The pitch popped in the air, out of play, right-hand side, and DeLuca now down in the count 1-2. Otters were held scoreless for 5 straight frames. Now here in the 6th, they've struck for 2 off of Tassos Stathopoulos. But Colton Freeman trying to hold down the fort and keep the Grizzlies 4-2 lead. Freeman set, the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed in the dirt. DeLuca chases as Freeman comes in out of the pen, gets the fly out and the strikeout to end the inning and limit the damage. We'll go to the 7th. It's Gateway 4 and Evansville 2 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. We're roofing, gutters, siding. Give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The pizza brick road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the pizza brick road. Road down to Tyroni's. The pizza brick road. The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's.
A Case of the Blues is your home for blues music in the Tri-State, featuring music from local artists like Honey Roy, Dale Niehaus and Bad Mojo, the Bosco France Band, and the Beat Daddies, as well as legends of the blues like B.B. King, Buddy Guy, and Muddy Waters. A Case of the Blues is on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., only on your place for blues in the Tri-State, 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville, a University of Evansville radio station.
So the Otters cut the deficit to just 2 runs, and it's a 4-2 game. Garrett Harris coming back on out for the 7th inning. He's already tossed an inning and 2/3, so he'll keep on going here. Meat of the order for Gateway: Trey Santos, Matt Gonzalez, and Shane Martirosian. Here for the Grizzlies, Santos leading it off. He's 1 for 2. Walked and was stranded at third to end the 5th inning. Harris, the righty on the mound, comes set against the lefty Santos. First pitch. Fastball skips in for ball 1. It's 4-2. Gateway leads the 1-0. Fastball down low again from Harris as that's around the ankles of Santos. It's 2-0. Keanu Cummings looks like he's starting to get loose down in the Otters bullpen. Harris working into his 3rd inning of work as he fires the 2-0 fastball just off the outside edge. It's 2-1, or 3-0 rather. Santos swung earlier on a 3-0 pitch, so we'll see what he does here. It comes, and he swings and foul tips it into the mitt of DeLuca for strike 1. So Santos obviously getting the green light there, was trying to put the Grizzlies up by 3, but came up empty. It's 3-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning, getting late in this one. The pitch, fastball just down and away as Harris misses. Second free pass he's authored in this game. Both of them lead off to Sakurai last inning, and now to Santos here in the 7th. So here's Matt Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the 3rd inning, but has also punched out twice. Santos at first, held on by Lytle. The first pitch, fastball skipped in all the way to the backstop as DeLuca goes to retrieve it. Santos able to scamper up to second base on the very wild pitch. So not an ideal start for Harris here in the 7th inning. Walks Santos and then proceeds to throw a wild pitch on its first offering to Gonzalez to push Santos to second. Otters have just cut into the Gateway lead with 2 runs in the 6th. It's a 4-2 game, top of the 7th. 1-0 pitch. Gonzalez swings and taps it foul just to the left of the batter's box. The bat boy comes out to retrieve that baseball. It's 1-1. One pitch. Slider just off the outside edge as Gonzalez started his swing but lays off. Count back in Gonzalez's favor. It's 2 balls and a strike. The pitch swung on and missed as that time Gonzalez can't resist. Goes flailing on a slider out of the zone, and it's 2-2. Santos at second, nobody out, top of the 7th inning. Garrett Harris trying to keep it a 2-run ball game. It's 4-2. Gateway leads. The kick and the pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Harris triples up on the pitch, and Gonzalez can't lay off. Down swinging for the 3rd time tonight. That's the hat trick. There's 1 away here in the 7th, and that's going to be all for Harris. As with the left-handed hitting, Shane Martirosian due up. Max Peterson's going to go out and go to Keanu Cummings. We'll have a pitching change. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. It's Gateway 4, Evansville 2. Here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Car Shield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds, competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
It's the familiar face of Keanu Cummings to come on for Garrett Harris, as Garrett ends up going in this ball game 2 full innings, striking out 4 of the 6 outs he recorded. Allows 2 walks, no hits, responsible for Santos out at second as Cummings comes on to face Shane Martirosian, who has not been retired tonight. 3 singles, 2 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases for the Grizzlies' second baseman. Big spot in this game as the Otters have just cut the deficit to 2 runs. It's a 4-2 ball game, top half of the 7th inning, with Evansville trying to keep it that way. Cummings coming on into this one, making yet another appearance. He leads the team in appearances out of the bullpen. This will be his 22nd. 2-2 with a 2.55 ERA, 24 2/3 innings, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 22 hits allowed for the lefty from Siena University. First pitch, Martirosian takes a splitter down low for ball 1. Cummings 6'1", 210 pounds, dealing to Martirosian, the second baseman for the Grizzlies, standing in from the left side. Santos with a short lead off of second, not being held on by anybody currently. 1 out, top of the 7th, now time called at the plate as Martirosian didn't want to wait any longer for Cummings to come set. Now back into the box. Cummings ready, the 1-0. Splitter down low again as Martirosian resists temptation on that one. It's 2-0. Pitch. Fastball pops the mitt as it graces the outside corner. 0-1. The pitch. Fastball nudges just off the outside corner as Cummings can't get the call, and it's 3-1 on Martirosian. 4-2 Gateway leads, top of the 7th inning. 1 gone, Santos at second. The 3-1 offering. Foul tipped into the mid of DeLuca. As he holds on to that one, it's strike 2 on Martirosian, yet to be retired tonight with 3 singles. Cummings leans in for the sign, now straightens up as he comes set. Payoff pitch. Fastball just down and away as DeLuca held it for a sec to try and get the call. But Martirosian will stay perfect on the night. He trots down to first on the free pass.
Number 28, catcher, Cam Adams.
So the 2 walks in the inning have produced the 2 base runners for Gateway. Runners now at first and second for Cam Adams. The Grizzlies catcher's 0 for 3, but with an RBI as he grounded out with a runner at third back in the 3rd inning to bring home a run for the Grizzlies. Hitting from the right side against the lefty Cummings. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed as he tried to wait back on it and missed the bus on that one as it sails by him for strike 1. Middle infield at double play depth, 1 away. Outfield flying straight up. Corners back, the 0-1. Fouled back to the screen as Adams went after that same fastball. This time got a piece of it. So he sends it flying back to the mesh. It's 0-2. Oh, 0-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Cummings with 3 straight fastballs, able to retire Adams on strikes for the second time tonight. And that's a big second out, as that'll bring up Jeff Cardenas with still 2 on and now 2 out.
Number 15, designated hitter, Jeff Cardenas.
Cardenas has pestered the Otters over the past day and a half. 2 RBIs in yesterday's contest with a 2-run single that won the game for Gateway in the first of 2 in that doubleheader. Now an RBI single again today. 1 for 3 overall, struck out swinging his last time up. First pitch. Fastball called, strike 1 at the knees as that whittles the outside corner, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, 2 on at first and second for Keanu Cummings on the mound. Cardenas digs in from the left side, already down in the count, 0-1. The pitch, another fastball, another strike from Cummings as he paints the outside black for strike 2. That's now 5 straight fastball strikes from Keanu. We'll see if he'll go back to it here. 0-2 on Cardenas. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down and in as Cummings lets that one run away from him. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Everything has been down to Cardenas. Hitting just 200 on the season, but with 3 RBIs here in his past 3 games. Cummings set, rocks and fires the 1-2. Fastball misses outside as Cardenas with a watchful eye sees it by for ball 2, and the count's even 2-2. 2 outs, Grizzlies lead by 2 runs. Break-even pitch. Fastball inside this time as that nearly hits the hands of Cardenas on the way by. Has to tuck him in to avoid getting plunked, and the count's full, 3-2. Runners get a head start. It's Grizzlies 4, Otters 2, top half of the 7th inning in the rubber match of this series. Payoff pitch. Fastball called, so no! James Purnell did not ring him up. It looked like he flinched for a moment, but no call. It's ball 4. Cardenas works the walk. Watches 6 pitches, does not take the bat off his shoulder. The bases are now loaded for Brent Sakurai. 3 walks in the frame for Otters pitching. Two from Keanu, 1 from Harris, and here's Sakurai, 0 for 2. Left on right matchup, the first pitch. Fastball misses off the outside corner for ball 1. Sakurai's reached on an error by Tyler Vale, flown out to right and then walked and stole a base his last time up, but was stranded at third to end the 6th. Now hitting here, bases loaded, 2 outs, the 1-0. Fastball pops the mitt as it grazes the outside edge. It's 1-1. 4-2, Gateway in front, top of the 7th. Otters just scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th, trying to keep it that way and keep the deficit at just 2 runs. Sakurai hitting here with the bases juice, the 1-1. Foul tipped back off the mask of the catcher DeLuca as Sakurai late on the heater, and it's 1-2. Sakurai just a 183 hitter on the season, 4 runs driven in. Bases juice, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Grizzlies leading by 2, but trying to extend that advantage after the Otters cut the lead in half. The 1-2 pitch. Splitter down and in as DeLuca stumbles trying to block it, able to keep it in front though, as it wasn't pretty, but he... Cummings set. The 2-2. Fastball low, the count's full, 3-2 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Grizzlies lead 4-2, top of the 7th. Runners will get a head start from every base. Sakurai digs in from the right side. Cummings set. The payoff delivery. Lined back to the screen as Sakurai stays alive. Still 3-2. Otters trying to keep their momentum after scoring 2 in the 6th. Getting out of this jam would certainly help carry that wave to the bottom of the frame. Payoff pitch again. Fastball hit in the air down the right field side, but that's going to slice towards the Otters bullpen. That was off the handle of Sakurai's bat. He's able to spoil another fastball, and the count remains 3-2. Four to 2, Gateway leads, bases loaded. Payoff again. Lined up the middle, Thomas dives, it's off his glove and on into center field. One run's gonna score, here comes the second as he's in standing. It's a 2-run single for Brent Sakurai, and it's a 6-2 Grizzlies lead. That ball was absolutely tattooed by Sakurai, and Toby Thomas nearly made a fantastic diving stop, ranging up the middle on the one hopper, but no luck for him as 2 runs score. The Grizzlies get the runs back that they allowed in the bottom of the 6th. Their lead is back to 4. So it's a 6-2 game as Santos and Martirosian score. It's now runners at the corners, 2 outs. Max Peterson out to the mound to talk things over with Keanu. Nobody's in the bullpen right now, so this is just a stalling tactic, trying to give Keanu a breather. Cody Livesey is due up. He's 0 for 3 in this one. Struck out twice, also popped out to short. Cummings nearly gets out of the frame, and now a discussion out on the rubber between Peterson, James Purnell, Keanu Cummings, and the catcher DeLuca, as it looks like Peterson arguing potentially about balls and strikes, but will remain that to be seen. So the meeting finally adjourned as Peterson heads back to the dugout. 2 outs, men at first and third, and Livesey due up. It's now 6-2, Gateway leads, top of the 7th here in the rubber match of this 3-game set. Doubleheader yesterday that the 2 squads split, so this game the decider. The Otters try to keep a 5-series winning streak intact here at home. Cummings set his first pitch to Livesey. Fastball called, strike 1 at the knees, pours over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Sakurai at first, at third, Jeff Cardenas. So the 0-1 comes home. It's a called strike 2 on the outside corner as Cummings authors the fastball on the outside black. 0-2 on Livesey, batting from the left side. The 0-2 pitch, runner goes, misses outside, and DeLuca's just going to put the ball in his back pocket, and Sakurai swipes his second base of the day. So it's runners now at second and third, 2 outs, 1-2 on Livesey, 0 for 3 on the day. Cummings set, serves up the 1-2. Splitter misses outside as DeLuca stabs to keep that in front. And the count's level on Livesey, 2-2. He's taken all 4 pitches thus far. 2-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees as Livesey has a few choice words for Purnell, but he's rung up looking, and he's got the hat trick tonight. But the Otters now trail by 4 once again as it's...
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Have you been looking for a way to learn more about the University of Evansville experience? Well, Purple Visit Day is a great way to learn more about how to become a UE student. Join us on campus, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Friday, July 13th. Spend the day on campus. Learn about financial aid and scholarships, student life, Harlexton, tours of campus, and meetings with faculty. Purple Visit Day is coming Friday, July 13th. For more info or to register, go to evansville.edu/visit.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Connor Liedholm, the new arm for Gateway, making his second appearance of this series, pitching the second game of the doubleheader yesterday, recording one out on the one batter he faced as he came on with the bases loaded in the bottom half of the sixth inning and got Manny Cruz to bounce back to him. But now in a much more pressure-packed situation, Toby Thomas at the plate. Runners at first and second. Gateway leads right now 6-2, but the Otters threatening with two away here in the bottom of the seventh. This will be Liedholm's seventh appearance. He's got no record, a 5.06 ERA, 5 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 3 hits. As in steps Toby Thomas, he's 2 for 3. Right on right matchup, Liedholm set below the belt. The first pitch, fastball way outside for ball 1. Toby with yet another multi-hit game here this season. And so far on the year, Toby leads the ball club with now 17 multi-hit efforts. The 1-0. Bouncing ball to the shortstop Sakurai, who fields and flips underhand to second. As Liedholm just needs 2 pitches to end the threat, and we'll go to the 8th. It's Gateway 6 and Evansville 2 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vandenberg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
We forge ahead to the top half of the 8th inning. It's Gateway 6, Evansville 2, as Keanu Cummings will stay on and finish off this 8th inning. He came on for Garrett Harris with 1 out in the 7th. 2 runs came across to score, but Keanu staying on here for the 8th.
Top of the order to you for the Gateway Grizzlies,
So off the top of the order here for Gateway, Artemis Kadkodian leading things off. Kadkodian 0 for 3. Walked to lead off the game. First pitch to him. Fastball whittles the outside corner about belt high. It's 0-1. Since walking to open up the game, Kadkodian's bounced out to third, and now he takes an 0-1 pitch down low, 1-1. Also flown out to right and to center. Gateway leading by 4 runs, top of the 8th inning. Cummings sent the 1-1. Flown in the air to right field, sending Gardner back towards the corner, but he settles up in front of the warning track towards the right field line to put it away for the first out here in the 8th.
Number 24, right fielder, Blake Brown.
So with Kadkodian retired for the 3rd time tonight on a flyout, it'll bring up Blake Brown. He's 1 for 4. 2 flyouts, a strikeout swinging, and then a bloop double down the right field side that landed right on the chalk. Allowed him to scamper in with his 8th two-bagger of the season. Hitting here, nobody on, 1 out. Gateway in front by 4. Keanu Cummings on the mound, left on right matchup. First pitch. Splitter dances too low, and Brown lays off. It's 1-0. Brown hitting .267 on the season. 1-0 pitch. Ripped on the ground down the third baseline, but that's just foul. Could have been extra bases for Brown, but no dice for him. It's 1-1. Otters in this game, just 2 runs and 5 hits. They've committed 2 errors as well. Gateway has 6 runs on 8 hits and no errors. And it's 1-1 on Brown, the right fielder for the Grizzlies. The pitch. Bouncing ball down the third baseline. That one skips foul as that one hit just on the wrong side of the chalk before taking a pretty good left turn where Cruz barehanded it in foul territory. So it's strike 2 on Brown out in front of that splitter from Keanu. One-two pitch. Check swing back to the screen as Brown tried to lay off but ended up making contact. So the excuse me swing results in a foul ball, and it's still 1-2. Flag still blowing decently out towards right field. The 1-2 again. Splitter misses down low on the shoe tops of Brown as he takes down low and outside, and the count's even 2-2. Break-even pitch. Skied in the air, foul ground, first base side. DeLuca giving chase, but it's the first baseman, Lytle, who calls for it, and while stumbling back towards the infield, makes the catch as he got turned around. Ended up making that catch as the wind blew it around. Lytle able to haul it in for the second down.
Number 16, first baseman, Trey Santos.
It was an adventure, but the job is done. 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th. Gateway still leading by 4 runs, 6-2 rather, top of the 8th inning. Santos now standing in. He's 1 for 2. Cummings fires a fastball on the outside corner, called strike 1. Santos has walked twice, also singled and scored. He's scored twice so far in this one. 2 outs, nobody on. The 0-1. Skied in the air to right center field. Gardner over into the gap. He's calling for it. Camps under it and makes the catch with one hand to end the inning. 1-2-3 frame for Keanu Cummings will go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's Gateway 6 and Evansville 2 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Two ball game as Connor Liedholm stays on for the Grizzlies. Right-hander will face the meat of the Otters order, 4, 5, and 6, Gardner, Harrison, and Lytle. The Otters hope to mount a late comeback here. They've put up 2 in the bottom half of the 6th inning, but nothing else, just 2 runs on 5 hits. Gardner leads it off. He's popped out twice and also walked. So looks at a first pitch that's on the outside. Third of the plate, called strike 1. Gardner popped out in foul territory to the third baseman, Kadkodian, twice, and then walked his last time up. The 0-1. Fastball down and away, knocks the mid of Adams off as the ball caroms to the backstop. It's 1-1. Jeff 2 for 6 in yesterday's doubleheader with 2 extra base hits, looking to build upon that. 1-1. Grounded back to the screen as Gardner swings over top. It's 1-2. Jeff with his 5th home run of the season yesterday, and then with a double as well off the right field wall, nearly missing his 2nd home run of the day. Now down the count, 1-2, leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. The Otters trailing by 4, the 1-2. Fastball foul tipped and held on by Adams as he puts the squeeze on it to retire Gardner for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Number 17, designated hitter Travis Harrison.
That'll bring up Travis Harrison. Travis 1 for 3 on a bloop base hit off of Stathopoulos that chased him from the game. It's almost a phenomenal diving play by Cody Livesey out in center. But Harrison gets credit for the single. Right on right matchup, 1 out. First pitch. Pitch misses down and away. Harrison lays off. It's 1-0. 6-2 the score. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Otters trail here in the finale of this 3-game set, the rubber match. Otters trying to win their 6th straight series here at Bosse Field. 1-0. Ripped back up the middle underneath the feet of Liedholm and on into center field. That's a 2-hit gain for Travis Harrison as he's aboard at first on the hard hit single back through the box. The Otters have a 1-out base runner for Joe Lytle.
Number 25.
Forced Liedholm to dance out of the way as he almost got struck by that comebacker. Harrison barreled it up, and now it's Joe Lytle. Lytle, the first baseman for the Otters, stepping in from the left side, 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Pop out to second, ground out to short, and also a fly out to left. Right on left matchup. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball misses down and in as Lytle lays off. It's 1-0. Wind still blowing the flags out towards right field, not nearly as hard as it was earlier in the game. The pitch. Fastball drifts off the outside corner, and it's 2-0 on Lytle. Now 8 for 31 in his Otters career thus far, coming from Oklahoma City University. 2-0 delivery. Swung on and fouled back out of play as that's over top the roof here at Bosse Field, and it's 2-1. Harrison at first, always a threat to run, but without coming out of premium right now for the Otters, will most likely not see him run. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Changeup floats outside, and it's 3-1 on Lytle. On deck, Joe DeLuca, 0 for 3 thus far tonight, but now it's Lytle and Liedholm and Lytle. Harrison at first, 1 out, a 3-1 count. Harrison runs, the pitch is high and outside for ball 4 as Harrison will make it into second base standing up as Lytle's issued the free pass, and the Otters have 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Things always start innocently enough. Right now, the Otters have put the tying run in the on-deck circle in the form of Hunter Cullen. There's now a meeting at the mound between Adams and Liedholm. DeLuca 0 for 3, struck out swinging in his first at-bat as a right-handed batter here with the Otters. That was against Colton Freeman, as now the meeting on the mound will continue as out goes the pitching coach for the Gateway Grizzlies, Richard Barrett, as an arm starts to loosen up down in the bullpen for Gateway, but no hurry right now. Gateway still leading 6-2, bottom half of the 8th inning. Otters have put 2 on with 1 out. Joe DeLuca due up. And oddly enough for Joe, 8 of his 13 at-bats so far as an Otter have come with men on base. And for Joe, he loves hitting with men on base, small sample size, but he's hitting .571 so far this year when there's an Evansville Otter out on the base paths. So I'll try to keep that going here. 1 out. Harrison up at second, Lytle at first. Otters down by 4 runs, bottom of the 8th inning. Liedholm, the righty on the mound. DeLuca from the left side. First pitch. DeLuca swings and lines it to left center field. Long run for Gonzalez, the left fielder. That ball's down as Gonzalez cuts it off before the wall. Harrison's going to score easily. Lytle up to third, and DeLuca into second with the 2-bagger. And the Otters are now within 3 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's a 6-3 ball game.
Number 43. The center fielder, Hunter Cullen.
Liedholm just tried to jump ahead of DeLuca, who jumped on the first pitch fastball. Sent it into left center field. Good job by Gonzalez to cut it off before the wall, as Lytle had to hold at first. DeLuca to second with the RBI double. Now the tying run at the plate in the form of Hunter Cullen. Runners at second and third, 1 away. Bottom of the 8th, it's a 6-3 game. First pitch. Cullen tries to check his swing on a pitch in the dirt, but the home plate umpire, James Purnell, says he did not hold up in time, so it's strike 1. And a footnote on that play, Adams with a good block on the pitch in the dirt, keeping the runners where they are. Hunter 0 for 3 tonight, fly out to center, ground out to second, and also a strikeout looking. The 0-1. Breaking ball in the back foot, he's able to lay off, it's 1-1. Lytle at third, DeLuca at second, 1 gone, bottom of the 8th inning. Otters trying to chip away at this deficit. They've brought the tying run to the plate in the form of Hunter Cullen. Open stance from the left side, Liedholm set, the 1-1. Bounce on the ground up the first base line, but that's foul. It's fielded by the first baseman, Santos, who throws the ball back to Liedholm on the mound. He'll keep on using that baseball. Now 1-2 on Hunter. Has struggled this year with runners in scoring position, hitting just .190. But a big opportunity here to help the Otters claw back into this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and 2 on. The pitch. Changeup floats outside, and the count's even, 2-2. On deck, Manny Cruz. He's 1 for 3, but for now it's Cullen battling against Liedholm. Right on left matchup. Liedholm comes ready on the mound. Kicks and deals the 2-2. Fastball tails outside, and the count's full on Hunter Cullen. 3-2. With Lytle at third, DeLuca at second. 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. With the score 6-3 in favor of the Grizzlies. Payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards the right side. Nice stop by Martirosian, who goes into a slide and throws to first just onto the outfield grass. A run comes home to score, but it could have been worse as Martirosian, with good range, able to flag that ball down and retire Cullen at first. He'll get credit for the RBI. It's a 6-4 game as Manny Cruz stands in now. DeLuca goes to third as Lytle scores. And now it's Manny Cruz representing the tying run here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Manny hit his first home run of the season yesterday. That came in the late going as well, as we're going to have a pitching change, as Phil Warren, not wanting to take any chances here with Cruz due up, will go to the bullpen once more for the third time today. Pitching change coming your way. Otters have the tying run at the plate. It's a 6-4 game, bottom of the 8th. Here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting Tri-State residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
Right back into the pressure cooker is Josh Glick, a day after blowing a save and being hung with a loss. Brought on here to face Manny Cruz, representing the tying run. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. There's 2 outs. DeLuca's at third. It's a 6-4 game in favor of Gateway, and on comes Josh Glick, who tried to pick up the save in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday, but did not record an out as he faced 5 hitters. All 5 faced, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned on 1 hit and 1 walk. 0-1 on the season, a 3.37 ERA, 3 saves, 21 in the third innings, 20 punch-outs, 9 walks, and 10 hits allowed. 5'11", 185, throws from the right side, but a side armor. Gets a lot of sink and run on his fastball. So I'll face Manny Cruz here. Cruz 1 for 3, right on right matchup. The first pitch. 2-seamer bores down and in, but it's off the plate for ball 1. Glick from Nova Southeastern University, one of the premier Division II institutions. Glick set the 1-0. That 2-seamer's on the inside corner, called strike 1. Manny, no stranger to the Division II baseball world, played for the Southern New Hampshire University Penman during his college days. The 1-1. Slider whips outside as Cruz lays off 2-1. Manny's Penmen were actually in the Division II College World Series this past season. Did not play against the local USI Screaming Eagles. The 2-1. 2-seamer down and in as Cruz backs out of the way, and it's 3-1. On deck, David Cronin representing the leadoff man, and one of the batters Glick faced in yesterday's catastrophic 7th inning. 3-1. 2-seamer right over the heart of the plate as Cruz watches it fly by. The count's full, 3-2. DeLuca at third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning at 6-4 Gateway. Cruz representing the tying run. 3-2 pitch. 2-seamer flown in the air down the right field line. Brown going over towards the line. Will have to play it on a hop as he picks it up barehanded and throws it back in. Cruz aboard at first with an RBI single as he dunks it into right field. just in front of Brown as he couldn't get there in time. And just like that, it's now a 6-5 ball game. Manny Cruz doing what he does best, hitting over 400 this season with runners in scoring position. Just another at-bat for him. He drives in his 15th of the season. It's now 6-5. Evansville trails as the lineup turns over for David Cronin. Cruz at first, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Glick set on the mound. Short leg kick, the first pitch home. Two-seam fastball sinks too much as the throw back to the pitcher's over his head. Kicks off the second base bag towards Martirosian, the second baseman. As he'll throw it on to Glick back on the mound. Cruz staying at first. Little funny moment there. But things tense at the ballpark. It's now a 1-run game, bottom of the 8th inning, 6-5. Evansville trails. Cruz at first, 1-0 on Cronin. The pitch. Two-seamer called strike 1 on the inside corner as Cronin had backed out of the way. But it's 1 ball and 1 strike. David was hit by a pitch when he faced Glick yesterday, got him on the front toe. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs. Otters down by 1 run now. 1-1 pitch. Two-seamer sails high and wide as Cronin watches it fly by, and it's 2-1. David 1 for 3 on the day, has singled and scored back in the 6th, has also walked. That was his last time up, ahead in the count, 2-1. Here it comes. Takes a fastball below the knees for ball 3 for the second straight hitter. Glick down in the count, 3-1. Cronin can look for a pitch to drive here. When he flew out to center, that was the closest we've seen him come to a home run this season. So it was deep to the right center field alley, but it held up long enough for Livesey to get over. Throw over to first, Cruz back in standing. So last time it was a 3-1 count with a runner at first base. Harrison was the runner. He took off for second, but it ended up being ball 4 anyways. So Glick keeping a close eye on Cruz. 3-1 pitch. Cronin hits it high in the air to center field, not very deep. Livesey tracing back a few steps. He gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. But the Otters put up 3 in the 8th to make this a ball game. We'll go to the 9th. It's Gateway 6 and Evansville 5 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The 9th and final frame we go. We have ourselves an interesting ball game. It's 6-5. Gateway leads. The Otters have never led for one pitch in this game, but down just one going into the final frame. We'll hand the ball off to Tyler Beardsley after Keanu Cummings' night is done. Cummings came on in relief of Garrett Harris. Ended up throwing an inning in 2/3, allowing 1 run on 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. As Beardsley comes on. Pitched yesterday, throwing a scoreless frame. So that was in the top of the 7th inning of the first contest. We'll have Gonzalez, Martirosian, and then Adams here in the inning. Beardsley, this will be his 16th appearance, 1-1 on the season. 2.10 ERA, 21 1/3 innings, 11 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 12 hits allowed. As he comes on here, Gonzalez, Martirosian, and Adams. Gonzalez 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, already the hat trick, but doubled and scored in the 3rd. Beardsley, the big righty on the mound, kicks and fires the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Gonzalez whiffs on the slider. It's 0-1. Tyler hands over his head in the windup, the 0-1. Two-seamer just an inch down low off the outside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 6-5, Evansville trails top of the 9th inning, trying to keep it just 1 run before going to the bottom of the frame. The 1-1. Pitch skips in as Gonzalez takes it. It's 2-1. The Otters had some magic yesterday in the bottom half of the 7th inning with a 2-run 7th inning to walk it off on Gateway for the first time this season. So they'll try to do it in back-to-back games here. The 2-1 to Gonzalez. Takes a slider, called strike 2, and Gonzalez can't believe it. As he'll say some words to Purnell, as he'll take an extra moment to collect himself. Beardsley gets the call. It's 2-2. Gonzalez leading off the inning, left fielder for the Grizzlies. Beardsley cranks and fires the 2-2. Swung on and missed. That's the golden sombrero for Gonzalez. Down on strikes for the 4th time tonight, and leading off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 8, second baseman Shane Martirosian.
Now it's Shane Martirosian. Has not been retired tonight. 3 hits, all singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases as well. Right on left matchup, the first pitch. Two-seamer cuts across the outside corner, called strike 1. Tyler goes two-seam fastball with good run on it, plus a slider. As he rocks and fires the 0-1. Another two-seamer, another one on the outside edge as Beardsley hucks it over. Quickly 0-2 on Martirosian. It's now 4 for 8 in the series. The 0-2. Two-seamer sails way outside as Martirosian lays off. It's 1-2. Martirosian hitting from the left side against the righty Beardsley. The pitch. Slider bounces in about 3 feet out in front of home plate, so the count's even on the Grizzlies' second baseman, 2-2. 6-5, Gateway leads top half of the 9th inning. Evansville hoping for back-to-back walk-off victories here against Gateway to steal the series. The 2-2. Broken back ground ball, foul down the third base side as Martirosian will need a new piece of lumber. And Joe DeLuca will take that time to discuss the game plan with Beardsley on the mound. The only slider they've shown Martirosian in this at-bat skipped out in front of home plate, so he hasn't seen the good one from Beardsley yet. Martirosian's got the new stick in his hands. The count's 2-2, 1 out, nobody on. Otters trying to keep it just a 1-run deficit here in the 9th. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball skied in the air, left field side, shallow left. Cruz going out, Thomas out. He'll make the call and the catch as the shortstop puts it away over top his third baseman in the Bermuda Triangle down the left field line for the 2nd out. Cruz, Thomas, and Long all converged, but Toby taking charge and calling them all off to make the catch easily. 2 up, 2 down for Beardsley, as now here comes Cam Adams, 0 for 4 in the game, but with an RBI. Ground out. First pitch. Ripped on the ground, third base side, diving stop by Cruz. He gets up, throws to first in time. A sweet play by Manning Cruz, the backhand diving pick to retire Adams to end the inning. Otters need 1 to tie or 2 to win it, as we'll go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. It's Gateway 6 and Evansville 5 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the 9th inning, or bottom of the 9th inning we go, rather, as Josh Glick stays on to try and pick up the save in this one. Recorded the final out in the bottom half of the 8th inning, but Manning Cruz was able to drive home another run to make it just a one-run game. It's 6-5 Gateway here from Bosse Field. As Glick, the sidewinding righty, stays on to face 2, 3, and 4 in the order. It was this part of the lineup that got to Glick and mounted the 2-run comeback in yesterday's ball game. In the finale of the doubleheader, the Otters walked it off for the first time this season. So they'll try, after waiting 40 games to get their first walk-off, they'll try to have 2 in 2 games. They need 1 to tie or 2 to win it. Ryan Long leads it off. Without a hit so far today, he is 0 for 2. Has reached base twice, hit by pitch and a walk. Left-handed batter leads it off against the righty Glick. Corners guarding the lines, first pitch. Long takes down and in for ball 1. Long tried laying down a sacrifice bunt against Glick. Got it out in front of the plate, and the catcher, Alvarez, threw down to second, but it wasn't in time. So Long reached safely at first. The 1-0 drifts outside for ball 2. 2-0 on Ryan Long, and there's already an arm loosening up for the Grizzlies down in the bullpen, so the leash on Glick will be short should he run into trouble. 2-0 on Long, 3 home runs on the season. The 2-0 pitch. Grounded back to the backstop, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Long, Thomas, and Gardner in the frame. Evansville trailing 6-5, bottom half of the 9th inning, trying to win their 6th straight series here at Bosse Field. The 2-1. Hit high in the air to deep right field. Right fielder Brown going back. Track, wall, see you later. Oh, it's off the top of the wall. As that ball stayed in the park, off of the SRG Global sign, off the very top of it. Long nearly tied this game. Came feet away from tying this ball game as he bangs it high off the wall in right center field. Had me fooled as he bangs it off the wall for a leadoff double. The Otters will certainly take it as Long nearly goes yard to tie the game. And that brings up Toby Thomas with Long at second and nobody out. We'll see if Thomas bunts. He laid down the sacrifice yesterday. They clicked through away at third. Right on right matchup. First pitch. Thomas does not show bunt. Instead takes a slider down and away for ball one. Toby's had himself a good game. His 16th multi-hit performance of the season. He's 2 for 4 with 2 runs driven in. Long out at second, nobody out. The 1-0 pitch. Sinks down and away. Thomas lays off, and for the second straight batter to open the inning, it's 2-0. It's 6-5, bottom half of the 9th inning. Otters have the tying run out at second, and nobody out for Toby Thomas. Josh Glick on the mound trying to nail this one down. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside for ball 3. 3-0 on deck, Jeff Gardner. The 3-0. Two-seamer right on the outside half as Thomas takes for a called strike one as Glick finds the strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike, bottom half of the 9th inning. Long at second, the tying run, nobody out. 6-5 our score. Otters trying to steal this one from the jaws of defeat. The 3-1 pitch. Just down low as Thomas takes for ball 4, just under the knees on the outside corner. Thomas walks, that puts runners at first and second now for the cleanup man, Jeff Gardner. Jeff hitless so far in this one, 0 for 3. 2 pop-outs to foul ground at third, and a strikeout swinging his last time up. As we'll see if this will be a pitching change. A right-handed arm has been warming for a while. No signal yet. So the meeting will convene on the mound, and they're going to take the ball from Josh Glick. We're going to have a pitching change. New arm on for the Grizzlies. Otters threatening here in the 9th with 2 on and nobody out in a 1-run game. We'll be back here on WUEV 91.5.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple. Treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at CarShield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier Press can be found online at courierpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
On comes Kevin Simmons into a tough situation. He picked up the save against the Otters yesterday in the first game of the doubleheader with a scoreless inning, allowing 1 hit. That was a double to Joe Lytle in that frame. It'll be Jeff Gardner here with runners at first and second and nobody out. It's 6-5 Gateway. Simmons coming on, he's 0-1 with a 2.57 ERA, 5 saves, 14 innings, 16 strikeouts, just 2 walks allowed and 10 hits. So you're gonna have to swing the bat against the 6'1", 200-pound righty. Jeff Gardner, the first to face him. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Otters down by 1 run here in the bottom of the 9th inning, trying to walk it off for the second straight night. Runners take their lead. Simmons set on the mound, his first pitch. Good breaking ball, darts onto the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Line down the third base side, but that's going to slice foul as that one was off the end of the bat of Gardner as he taps it on the ground to make sure it's not broken. And he's quickly down in the count, 0-2. Long, the tying run at second. Thomas, the winning run at first. The Otters have not led at any point in this game in the rubber match here between the Grizzlies and the Otters. 0-2 pitch. Fastball high and tight as Gardner has to whip out of the way, falling to the ground on a fastball, some chin music, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield playing deep all the way around for Gardner. 5 home runs, 24 driven in on the season. Long with a solid lead off of second. Simmons comes ready, twirls the 1-2. Fastball lifted in the air to right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Coming around third is Long. The throw from Brown in right is to the plate. It's not in time. Long scores, and this game is tied on the bloop base hit by Jeff Gardner. We're knotted at 6. Thomas goes all the way to third as the Otters have stormed back to tie this game at 6 apiece. And now it's Travis Harrison, who had the game-winning hit yesterday, might have a chance to do it again. The infield's gonna come in. They might intentionally walk him, we'll see. For right now, they're not. Harrison 2 for 4, the chance to be the hero in the second straight game. We're tied at 6, runners at first and third. First pitch. Harrison takes a fastball high for ball 1. The Otters with 4 runs in the final 2 frames to tie it up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Thomas at third, the winning run. Gardner at first. Harrison 2 for 4 with 2 singles, trying to play hero for the second straight night. The 1-0. Breaking ball called, strike 1 on the inside corner as Gardner takes second on the defensive indifference. Infield in for Gateway, outfield playing in as well, hoping to cut off the run at the plate. Harrison, the Otters' best hitter with runners in scoring position, 386 on the season. 29 driven in as well. If he can get to 30, the Otters will win this game. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thomas with average speed at third, Gardner at second, an afterthought as his person does not matter on the base pass right now. With all the focus on Thomas at third, Harrison at the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Simmons comes set the pitch. Fastball inside as Harrison jackknifes out of the way, and the count's even, 2-2. Evansville did not have a walk-off win for the first 40 games this season. Now a chance to get their second in as many games and steal this series from the Gateway Grizzlies to win their 6th series in a row here at home. 2-2 pitch. Little liner up the middle, diving stop by the shortstop Sakurai. He flips to second, or will hold on to it as he thought about flipping. What a grab by Sakurai as he robs Travis Harrison of the game-winning hit, and will keep on playing. It looks like they're going to put Joe Lytle on intentionally, I imagine. What a play by Brent Sakurai. So Lytle's going to be intentionally walked. He's going down to first to load the bases. And diving stop by Sakurai to keep this game going. As it'll be up to Joe DeLuca. RBI double his last time up. The infield will play at halfway. see if they can turn the double play with the bases loaded, 1 out. We're tied at 6, bottom of the 9th. First pitch fouled off by DeLuca, late on the fastball. It's 0-1. Thomas at third, the winning run, bases loaded for the Otters, bottom of the 6th inning, 1 gone, or 1 away. Bottom of the 9th, we're tied. The 0-1 fouled back to the screen, and DeLuca quickly down in the count, 0-2. Looked like the Otters had snatched the victory with Harrison's line drive up the middle, but Brent Sakurai with a diving stop had other plans to keep this one going. Bases loaded, 1 away. 0-2 on DeLuca. Simmons comes set, kicks and deals the 0-2. Flown in the air to left field, not very deep. Gonzalez getting underneath of it, lining it up. Thomas is going to tag. The throw from Gonzalez to the plate is not going to be in time as the Otters walk it off. A winner for Evansville as DeLuca with the game-winning sacrifice fly to left. And the Otters win 7-6 and take the series the 6th straight time here at home as they win 7-6 over the Gateway Grizzlies. It wasn't hit all that well, but just deep enough as Gonzalez tried to throw it home on the fly. Not in time. DeLuca with the winner. Thomas scores as he slides on home. And the Otters win 7-6 in dramatic fashion with 6 runs in the final 2 frames to improve to a season best 5 games over 500 at 23-18. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the post-game recap. You've been listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-77151.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The comeback kids strike again for the 2nd straight game. After a drought of 40 games to open the season without a walk-off win, the Otters have 2 in as many games as they steal this series from the Gateway Grizzlies. It was hotly contested all the way through, as each game decided by 1 run, but the Otters prevail in this one 7-6 to win their 6th straight series here at home and walk it off a winner on Joe DeLuca's sacrifice fly to left. And boy, what a ball game. It looked like the Otters were dead to rights, down 6-2 heading into the 8th inning. After they had cut the lead in half, 2 runs came across for Gateway in the 7th. But the Otters proved ever resilient to come back and win this game. It's the final line score for Gateway, 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors. For the Otters, 7 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. As Tyler Beardsley picks up the win, his 2nd of the season. Josh Glick, the loser, for the 2nd straight game. He's 0-2. As the Otters improve to a season best 5 games over 500, 23-18 on the season. to stay clear at the top of the Frontier League Western Division. We'll go ahead and name our player of the game here in this one. And you got to give it to Joe DeLuca, who despite not having a hit in this game, proved ever worthy with a clutch base hit as really the whole Otters offense got it done. You can go with DeLuca, you can go with Toby Thomas, who had 2 RBIs and 2 hits as well. Travis Harrison had 2 hits. The offense all got it done. But we'll give it to DeLuca with the game-winning hit. Remember, fans, tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and Ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. The Otters take this one 7-6 with a 2-run ninth. So they put up 3 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th to win this ball game by a final score of 7-6. And they win and steal the victory here from Gateway. As the Otters will be back in action tomorrow against the River City Rascals. Luke Rennie on the mound for Evansville in that one. And so look to try and keep this going for the Otters. A mini 2-game winning streak now. They've won 6 straight series at home. They're now 23-18 on the year, and they'll take on River City tomorrow at 6:35. Join us then as 6:15 for the pregame show as always. As that'll wrap it up here from Bosse Field. Evansville wins it 7-6. They score 5 runs in the final 2 frames to steal this one from the Grizzlies 7-6 and steal the series from Gateway 2-1. We'll be back in action tomorrow at 6:35. Be sure to join us. As I want to thank everybody for sticking around for an awesome and crazy one here tonight from Bosse Field. Thank you to my producer Paul Mattingly back in the studios, and to Otterville all out there tuning in for a dramatic Otters victory. That'll do it for me, Sam Jelinek, here in the booth from Bosse Field, as this has been a presentation of Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krukemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network. 0-2 on DeLuca. Simmons comes set, kicks and deals the 0-2. Flown in the air to left field, not very deep. Gonzalez getting underneath of it, lining it up. Thomas is going to tag. The throw from Gonzalez to the plate is not going to be in time as the Otters walk it off. A winner for Evansville as DeLuca with the game-winning sacrifice fly to left. And the Otters win 7-6 and take the series the 6th straight time here at home as they win 7-6 over the Gateway Grizzlies.